chill or fail alarm that later you start getting high temp alarms. Isn't that weird?
Yes. Okay, it's up, Shady. It's almost like they go hand in hand.
Hello, hello, hello.
Do you sound okay?
Blah, blah, blah.
I don't say blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, no, we sound great.
Excellent. Wait for Jared to finish loading in. Hopefully, he is he's not a mechanoid tonight.
See how that goes.
See how that goes.
All right, that'll work.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Jared.
Hey, he sounds great, Hefe. I don't know what you were worried about.
I was worried.
He was crying. He was like, "Oh God, I hope we don't get Warforged Jeremy again." He was so scary.
Sorry.
It was something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah. He gets really emotional.
You're reading a book with the word epistemology in it. Yeah, that's a little not necessary. That sounds almost freaking theological.
You're theological, man.
Downright
theological.
biblical.
Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna guess that the fuzz is Jeremy, or
What fuzz?
I am hearing a little bit of fuzz.
Hold on, let me mute for a sec.
It just kind of comes in waves, I noticed.
well,
Yeah.
it's
Comes and goes in
because
waves.
It's his fan.
When somebody talks, it cuts out because it's listening instead. And then
Or it
when
could be
there's
a fan.
silence, it kicks in. Yeah, because it's gone. Don't turn off the fan, Jerry. You'll die. I don't want you to die on screen.
No death.
Probably will die. Let me see if I can
I
turn
did.
it down, please.
Jeremy, during a session, passes out from heat stroke and dies at his keyboard. D&D takes its, well, probably not its first victim. I assume there's a bunch of people of D&D died.
I do have a scar from playing with you guys.
Right? And Thor's got some bruises somewhere from that chair fall that we all laughed at him at.
As you should.
I don't think he's quite forgiven us for that.
He is not. He brings it up all the time. Like, at least once a year I hear, well, there was that time you guys all laughed because I fell in a chair and could have died. All right. Anybody have any precursor questions since we're just a few minutes from start? Everybody's good on their characters who will be challenged a lot more than these second level goobers we've been taking it easy on.
I don't know how to play my character, but I'll do my darndest.
You're right.
Excellent.
I've done all of the theoretical research, but
we're all about to die.
you
Well,
know,
these are definitely secondary characters to the main storyline. So yes, if any of these die, I'm not going to feel terrible at all, and I will completely blame just you guys. There is definitely some hard encounters, but there are none that are harder than your CR rating. But almost all of them are at your CR rating.
so if we died, do we replace these characters, or do these do we not have any? We just won't have any more encounters with high level characters until we get there.
Well, it'll be interesting because the multi battles are set to have both sets of characters, so we'll have to see who in town can take the place of. But you don't have a lot to pull from.
Someone's got to play the blacksmith.
Right?
The blacksmith
is going to be safe.
Bullying.
Yeah,
I haven't bullied him at all. As
that's
far
true.
as he's concerned, I am super great.
Yeah, honestly, Chris is right. I mean,
Mhm.
we all know that behind the scenes that could go terribly wrong at some point, but that's not the point right now. Right now,
No,
he's happy.
nope. I'm hoping when the time comes, I'm exactly where I want to be.
Far away from his daughter.
Or just in a position not to care.
Right. All right. Let's see. Somebody did something. Jeremy, session reroll 1/3. What?
Oh no, I'm just keeping track of the rerolls I have from journals,
Got you.
and I
1 of
clicked the
3.
wrong button.
Got it. No, that's perfect.
It's
I
actually
love it.
2 of 3 now. I just was trying to edit it and missed.
Instead, displayed it. Got it. Okay. Excellent. Yeah, rerolls will be great tonight, as there are some, as Shady knows, some tough saves. Tough for some of you. Some of you, it's meaningless save because it's the right save for you. For others,
Or you're a paladin.
Yeah, the paladin has no risk other than ones in this fight, and the rest of you. All right. Oh, did it stop? I guess it did stop, didn't it?
That's a good idea on how to track that, Jer. I'm going to do the same thing. Thank you.
Get our cows going in the background for Chris.
That's. Why is that? Oh, it's not.
Okay, are we going to know we're headed out or no, Hefe?
Yep.
So I'm going to set my spells accordingly.
We're gonna have a discussion for what you have as information before you can go, or before you go, so that you will be able to prep yourself before we leave for the adventure. So, again, it'll only be baseline information. It will not help you prep for the day, but it'll at least explain where you're going and why you're going there. And so, stuff to keep in mind is you have no knowledge that the little ones have returned or that they found Bellatronus. Because you have left before then.
So we're doing a rewind.
You're doing the other story arc that happened at the same time as last session. So this is technically session 5.5 rather than 6, but I'm still calling it 6 to make it easy to watch it in order.
Right, and we're sitting at the same table that we always do.
You like that?
I feel like we should get like a fancier table.
Nice.
There are no mansions yet in your little colony town.
Maybe I should just prepare Hero's Feast if I'm at the level for that. Actually, I don't think I am now that I'm thinking about it.
Right. So you're just being demanding
Smarmy.
at the table.
I'm just being smarmy.
The mayor's here at your table to discuss with you, and you're like, I really wish this table was better and we had some good food. Jesus Christ.
Who's Jesus
I
Christ?
didn't say that. I didn't.
By the
say
way,
any
I
of
don't have
that.
any light.
You mean you can't see in the bar?
I cannot see in the bar.
That's
Have you
terrible.
considered opening your eyes?
The bar
I mean, no, I did not consider opening
the
my
bar,
eyes.
the
Thank
bar,
you.
the bar should
That
be
fixed
daylight.
everything.
Hold on, let me see.
My level 10.
Yeah, the bar is
Wizard
daylight
art.
mode, bro. If you can't see, your token's wrong. Well, let's click on your token. Nerlin, blind.
Nice. The blind
Dynamic
bardic
lighting.
archer.
Vision is
That's
on.
good.
But no, your token has vision.
Can I have bacon bits? I'd like some bacon.
Everybody
bits,
else can
please.
see in the bar?
It looks like my dark
Yeah,
vision
okay.
one, not that I'm seeing light.
I can see in the bar just fine.
Yeah, I can see too.
Okay. But not like dark vision, Chris, because you have permanent dark vision or something, right?
I do. So for all I know, no, I don't see like the 60-foot range. I just see everything.
Everything. Okay, yeah, you should be able to see everything. So let's check that. Good thing we're bringing it up now. All right. So vision is on. Night vision is on. Limited field of vision is off. Bright light is off. Low light is off.
That's good.
Although Nerlin is human.
Yes.
Okay, so no low light. Okay, so yeah, those should be right. Saving them again. Checking the map.
That's just a roll 20 thing. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Give
she
me a reload.
struggles.
Daylight mode is on with full brightness, so you should be able to see in there like the sun was up.
Am I on the right map?
Yeah, I mean, I see your character on the map.
Let me reload it again. Sorry.
Sure. And then Shady, you were also having the same issue, or no?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I reloaded and I'm now looking like daylight. So
Oh, okay, interesting.
hopefully that'll fix Mark.
Yeah,
Yep, that fixed
originally your characters were on the map, and then I subbed them all out, so maybe that did something with it.
Cool.
For when you were logging
Good
in.
now.
All right, awesome. So you can all see. All right, so it is on the nose, so let's get started. So you are here talking to the mayor. He called you here to discuss the fact that about 4 days ago, the tower guards, because there are 2 towers now in your colony, noticed to the north, off in the distance, a light show up in the evenings. After keeping an eye on it for a couple of days, it looks like it's trying to send some kind of message in different flashes from far away, but because it's so far away, they can't really tell what it is, but they would like you to check it out. And again, this is something they've never seen before. It seems to show up in the same area each night for the last few nights, and it's constantly doing that flashing, which they can't determine what that means, only that they think it's somebody trying to communicate something.
So it's definitely not like a volcano setting off light. It definitely seems like a flashing light of some kind.
Bright white, so no coloration other than being startlingly white and shooting straight up into the sky.
Like a beam?
Almost like a beam, yeah. Except for the stuttering, so it's hard to, like, if it were constantly on, they think it would look like a beam, but since it's on, then off, then on, then off, off, and on, it's hard to tell.
Well, it certainly seems magical in nature.
That was their thought for sure.
What are we waiting for?
I just wanted to make sure I gave you enough time to prepare your spells so you could leave. We'll let your adventurer stay and protect the town unless something else urgent comes up.
Imagine we should get on the road.
Indeed.
Do you try not to anchor anybody while we're away?
Who are you telling that?
The mayor.
Ethelfred, apparently.
Okay. Ethelfred goes, I'll do my best. No problem.
I think you underestimate our esteemed mayor. I thought he's done a wonderful job with the Mergens thus far.
Of course he has. He has
The
fantastic
town
support.
is quite secure.
Do that one.
What was that, Virgil?
The town is quite secure. I
mean,
approve.
all right. Thank you.
Well, the battlements are impressive. I'm impressed with your work.
Well, it's been a group effort. Everybody here, including you, have all done a large amount of work. I mean, even your associates have done a lot of the interactions for the community while we're busy building. So it's been
Yes, Alagos. I must apologize for his behavior as late. Trying to deal with it.
Well, children are children. It's nothing we're not used to.
Some
He
more
seems
than
a
others.
He seems a troubled boy. I hope that in time his soul will find peace.
Appreciate that.
Well, if nothing else, he's entertaining.
Oh, trust me, the entertainment will wane the longer you know him.
Okay.
But he is effective, I'll give him that.
Goddamn grease
That is
balls.
half the battle. Shall we be on our way then?
Yes, let's go.
You know what? Do I have Bard's Kit? Okay, I do.
Now that I'm going to take care of a couple daily spells before we leave.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's good enough for me.
Alrighty. Wizard starts floating off the ground and feels magically protected. What are you choking on? Stop that. Anybody else doing anything, or the rest of you walking while she floats along?
I will fly if everyone else is flying. If not, then I'll walk.
Yeah, I'll be walking.
Okay.
Mm,
No,
little-
10 minutes per level. No.
yeah, you're dividing that.
I mean, I just we don't have mass fly at my level yet.
No, by no means walk. I'm not planning on leaving you behind. I just don't like to be stuck in the middle when something big and nasty decides to confront us. That's all.
Of course, we'll do what we can to keep you out of harm's way.
As long as we
All
don't run into that mama bear, we should be fine.
You know, only hearing the description, you assume it's very large and very scary. But all right, well then, you guys begin traveling Myrna's Road to the north. You take it literally for a day past the overlook, which is the ridge that you guys saw into the forest on. You have the options of heading through the forest or skirting it to the left a little after you pass the overlook. Which takes you between the forest and the mine to the north.
I look at someone else to make that decision.
Chris, the other thing I would point out to you, only because you'd be the one to think of it because you're flying, if you walk the overlook, which will detour you a little bit, but may, after traveling 5-6 hours north and then ending at the top of the hill, may give you a better than the tower's view on what the light is before you get to it. It's still probably a day away if you're walking, so you're at least one night of camp.
I have no problem with flying up and getting a better vantage point if it looks like it's worthwhile. Absolutely.
Well, I was saying for them. I mean, you can do it without the overlook, obviously, at any point with the overland flight. So in your decision making of what route are you going to go, that's an option that you think of, but you can also just look yourself and report. So.
Okay. So in other words, it'd be beneficial for them to get to the overlook, is what you're saying?
I'm not saying it'll be beneficial. I'm saying you think that if it is beneficial, they could at least see the same thing you're going to be able to see at some point during the evening. But it'll slow you down a little because you're actually taking them up to a, plateaued cliff and then getting them to look at it at night and then probably stopping there, which detours you guys an hour or two.
Well, I see no rush. Perhaps we should make our way to the plateau so we can all get a better vantage point before heading down tomorrow.
Seems wise.
Information is good. Let's do that.
Okay. You guys get to the top of the overlook. I mean, I can put it up, but there's no fight there. But we'll bring it up so that you can see it. Where are you, overlook? There you are. No, that was me, not you. And Mergon. Do a quick grab, copy. All right. So as you are at the edge of the overlook, it's still a little early. I'm assuming you might make yourselves a little camp. As the sun sets, it starts to become obvious. As soon as dusk starts pouring in, you can see a little bit of light off in the distance to the north that does keep sputtering. The darker it gets, the more clear the light becomes, but it seems to be running continuously this way. In a flash of patterns. Yeah.
I apologize for interrupting.
You're fine.
Oh, you pulled Tilvlar on. That's why. Okay.
Yeah, our old characters are on there too if you want to remove them.
Oh.
That's what the issue was. Okay.
Yeah, they were just left there from the last time you guys were on.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, hey guys, didn't know you were here.
Yeah, right? Well, it was Tilvlar.
I have a bone to pick with you.
You guys were supposed to stay
Tell me
back in
fuck.
town. We're sorry.
All right. I'll just scan the horizon and see what I see, but if nothing pokes out to me other than the fact that we see the light, Jess, that's all I'll do.
Yeah, like I said, just an intermittent, what you would consider a beam of light shining from the north.
take a quick look around before we set up camp just to make sure nothing's lurking.
A large amount of spiders, but nothing that looks dangerous for you.
All right. I mean, this seemed like a semi-safe spot to set up camp for the night then.
Mm-hmm. I mean, when I say large amount, that's not to scare you or to indicate combat, but literally sleeping in the ground where there are a large amount of spiders,
Might not be super comfy.
might not be super comfy, yeah.
I have a closer look at the light as it's flickering and doing its intermittent thing. I mean, does there seem to be any kind of a pattern or anything that I might recognize?
Well, let's, what do you got for knowledges there, big boy?
Dungeoneering. Sorry, I have no knowledges. Yeah, we got a nice wizard. So
What's your linguistic skill?
linguistics. Nada.
Nada. Okay. It's flashing lights to you.
Cool.
Should I make a knowledge check, or is it not worthwhile?
I mean, you could do knowledge arcana, and you could also check a linguistics check if you wanted. Okay, so Chris, you watch for a solid hour before bed, like, doing the thing. Like, I'm smart, I can figure this out.
Smart.
Yeah, no, there's no pattern, and after watching for long enough, you've seen stuff like this before in your studies. That's magic struggling to sustain itself. Like it's trying to put out a solid beam and it just can't seem to manage it. Something is choking it or clogging a filter or something, but it's sputtering.
The magical light seems to be sputtering to stay consistent, but the cause of that could be anything.
Well, if we're lucky, it'll just be the wind blowing the leaves over it.
Yeah.
Possibly.
I doubt our luck is that good.
It never is.
Well, climb on in, everyone. Safe and warm.
Rope
Why, thank
trick.
you.
Yay.
It's always good to have a mage in the party.
Right?
I'm really good at moving.
Man's not even here to defend himself.
All right. You sleep uneventfully, other than realizing at some point that spiders can still climb the rope and get in and be annoying.
We pull that rope up, Jesse.
Oh, all
Come
right.
on
Well,
now.
you didn't say you pulled the rope
Please.
up.
Shut
I was gonna
up.
put like 6
Stop it.
spiders in there and be like, bite,
Stop
bite.
it.
Okay. All right. So you wake up the next morning. You are fine. I'm gonna assume recast of overland flight and armor. Anybody else doing anything?
Not yet.
All right, Chris, obviously to save time, you could fly them down this plateau to the forest and walk to the edge and continue north, or even walk through the forest and continue north.
Sounds good to me.
That speeds up the little bit of time that you lost by not having to walk back down the overlook and continue on. You travel for about 6-7 more hours. It's about 3-4 in the afternoon, somewhere around 3:30. You are getting closer to where the light was. You still can't see it during the daytime, mainly because it seems to be competing against the actual sunlight. But you know the general direction for where you were headed. You would say it's probably another half a mile away.
And in that case, I'm going to, once we get to about what I think is a quarter mile,
Mm-hmm.
if you all don't mind, I'd like to take a look at this from safety. And I'll go and cast Arcane Eye, Jesse.
Sure.
And I'll have my See and Viz as well as Dark Vision up, and I will send it off. Take a look.
Floating along the ground, or is it flying? I can't remember.
It is flying, but it has a fly speed of what?
What's that,
300 feet. Yeah.
minute,
30
yeah.
feet around. Yeah. 300 feet per minute.
Cool. You send it out. It rolls for a bit, gets to a little bit of a hill with a large flat top. On the hill seems to be what was the remnants of some kind of village, or at least enough houses strung together to be a light village, and a very large, still in decent shape, temple. Literally the river from the forest that you're used to, because you've already seen it on the map, for what Myrna scouted before, the river that comes down through the forest seems to pass, if not by, maybe a little bit under this temple. Again, the temple's in very good shape. The magical light seems to be trying to stream from somewhere in the center of the temple. In the town, Chris, your eye picks up a very large, multi-headed beast. You can do I believe we're on magic creature.
It's a magical beast.
Yeah, I'm checking. Yep, magical beast. Looks like a hydra of some type, with 9 heads. In this same little village, you see multiple tiny figures moving around the hydra and moving around the village. It looks like you might have to bypass this thing to make any headway into the temple entrance from where the little houses reside along the exterior.
Poke that through the eye to see if I see anything incredible.
Poke what through?
Detect magic.
Oh, detect magic. Tons of magic. All the little creatures are magical. There's magic in the bedding of the Hydra itself. The temple radiates magic just lightly all over the building, which you would suppose is what's sustaining it from breaking down as much as it has. Good amounts of magic everywhere.
The little creatures around it, what do they look like?
Let's see. Can I get you a picture? I think I can. Hold on one second.
I'm sorry, how many heads were on the Hydra, you said?
9.
Okay.
It looks disgustingly big and scary. And I'm going to get you a picture of this guy. Typing is hard.
As far as me explaining this in character, guys, I'm just going to basically be relaying what Jesse's saying to me, to you guys as I see it. Make it a little simpler.
9 heads, you said?
Indeed. And if anything else like this God's forsaken place is like the other creatures we've been told about, it could be different, but the way you must kill a Hydra is effectively. What is Dudley using a weapon? Or it's not Dudley. What is Virgil using weapon-wise, Jer?
Battle axe.
I point to that, a slashing weapon such as that. If you can sunder a head, we could effectively kill it more quickly. But just swinging at it blindly will be a long, tedious fight.
I see.
And these things are almost like little wooden statues, you say?
Little wooden mannequins without the base.
Well,
I have no idea what those are.
would you prefer then I use my rapier rather than my bow if we engage this creature?
Same difference. Both not that effective.
Can you determine which god is worshipped at this temple?
Good question, Jesse. Do I recognize anything religious?
You see several statues around the outside of the temple, Chris. A lot of them in bad shape, not protected by the same magic necessarily, at least for the ones on the exterior. But one or two of them look like Greek statues of people similar to. Oh, well, wait. You guys haven't been there yet. So, no. No, the bigs.
So just
have not.
statues of people.
Statues of people, yes. My description would still stand the same. Statues of people like in robes with leafy crowns on their head, looking regal and well-mannered, well-groomed.
A fair question, Virgil, but no, nothing that I recognize. But the gods here may be totally different than the gods back home anyway.
The gods are everywhere, my friend.
Chris, the only other thing I'd say that maybe strikes to you is a lot of the symbols on the water temple, while not necessarily familiar, you're educated enough to determine that those aggressively are symbolizing water and maybe some of the other elements, but a lot of water.
The writing has to do with water, as you said. But what that means?
All right. Well, water is necessary for life. Can also be quite destructive. Doesn't tell us much.
All right. Once I am done with the arcane eye, I'll come back to my own site.
Okay.
Well, what of it, my friends?
Well, we should introduce ourselves. Do we wish to do this during the day or during the night?
I think the day would be better for all of us. Unless you feel more comfortable fighting at night.
I don't recall hydras being particularly chatty.
I think he's
No.
referencing the little people.
Nor are they very intelligent.
Perhaps it is guardian of these folk.
Could certainly be the case.
Maybe they have a handle on it. They can control the thing.
It does not appear to be eating them, correct?
No, they seem to be living in harmony.
So they have some capacity for working well with others.
That is an interpretation, my friend.
Very well. Shall we look for some place to spend the night?
About what time is it, Jess?
It's about 4:30 after you search for a while.
In that case, yes. Better to deal with this tomorrow fresh.
Okay.
Now we know what we're dealing with, you can prepare more appropriately.
All right.
Someplace out of the way. Do another rope trick for the night.
I can certainly communicate with them using my tongue spell if they're able to communicate.
That would be helpful.
Okay. You rope trick. The same 6 spiders ask if they can come sleep in your rope trick again. If you
No.
decline, they're very upset. But you sleep the night away, and there are no problems. I'm going to assume there are going to be some modifications to spellbooks quickly, now that you know at least what you're going to be running into.
Yep.
Okay. I will use that opportunity to refill my beverage then while you do so.
Are there any must-have buffs that I might be forgetting? Because I've literally never done this before.
What do you have so far?
Well, the very standard resist energy, protection from evil, communal protection from evil at this level.
Do you have communal resist energy?
Yes. Yeah, that was sorry. Yeah, it is communal resist energy. I have 2 of those prepared.
Perfect.
I can take communal protection from evil if you rather fill that with something else.
Okay.
Or,
Would you like me to have haste or confusion?
All right.
Confusion. I'll take care of haste.
All
I've
right.
got tongues. I've got mirror image. I guess I could use detect desires on him too. Can't hurt, right?
No. Could not hurt.
I've got vanish. I've got 2 saving finales, adoration, and tap inner beauty. Yeah, good times.
Well prepared spells. Sure, they'll all come
I'm
in handy.
nervous. I'm sorry if everyone dies.
I don't think we're gonna die.
Okay. I
It
trust you.
simplifies the campaign if we do.
Well, just
If we
means
wipe-
it's a campaign without bigs. That's all. I just have to adjust that portion.
You will want to use fire acid, which I can help with, to make sure the heads don't grow back.
Okay, Chris, I'm going to give you access to this map first.
Okay.
And then you will determine where everybody else gets set up. Because you have actually scouted this, so I will let you make that decision tactically. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, sweet. Characters. All right. This does not have to be where you start, but I am dropping you in a spot. You decide where I bring the rest of the characters in it.
Understood.
If you'd like to move farther away than the map or have some kind of start like that, I just need direction on how far out, and we'll assume the distance before it starts.
Yeah, I mean, we can. Being super stealthy never seems to work out, so I'm not going to stress about it, honestly.
That's your call. But you have the whole
Yeah.
range of the map at this point. So move your character around. There's nothing hidden that you're
I got
gonna
a black
uncover.
screen, Jess.
Oh, okay.
All right, I definitely got a gray screen now. Just a little funky looking, but I can see.
You can see, but all the explorer stuff is gone. Okay, guys, in the background, I don't need screaming. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Jake, do you have a timer for the oven?
Okay, and you're saying it's gray now, Chris?
Yeah, like I can see that, but it's like it's like a
Didn't set a timer.
dark, kind of a gray over it.
Oh,
And I
so
can't select my character either.
everything is uncovered. Okay, hold on. That it would explain it.
There we go. Now I can get my character. Perfect. Now, is it nighttime? Because it looks like I have my dark vision going.
It is daytime. It was originally nighttime when you came, so 1 second there. Daylight. Save. There you go.
Perfect. All right, then I'm going to go ahead and say that we will go ahead and just utilize the lower left where you put us, Jess. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
So you want to just bring everyone behind?
Yep. Dragging everybody now. You can adjust yourselves once you're on the map to where you feel like you'd be standing. 10 or 11.
All right. I will activate overland flight before we leave. For my
I see nothing.
Yeah, when we get kind of close, I'm gonna cast Bark Skin.
There we go.
Not at this time.
Holy hell, that thing's fucking huge.
Not at this time. I would not like.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I will use, as we're getting closer, I will use my wand of gravity bow.
Okay.
Just in case.
Mm-hmm. So we got a bark skin, a gravity bow, an invisibility.
I also
Yeah.
throw on a couple other spells, just a shield as well.
Gotcha.
But
No worries.
I only have a good token for that, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So you want me to just talk with one of them?
Indeed.
All right, I'll cast tongues.
Okay. You cast tongues.
And step up here and say, we come in peace.
Shoot.
Who should we parlay with?
Let's see. What is that? see if everybody heard that or just 14. All right. Okay. I'm gonna assume you picked the closest guy, so this guy, right?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. You say we come in peace. He literally doesn't say anything. He just keeps collecting what you think are sticks. Like he's picking them up from the ground. But you hear a snort from that direction, like you may have been heard talking.
Sorry, which
Oh.
direction? I didn't. Oh, yeah, of course.
I will do detect evil.
Okay. You cast detect evil. Anybody in the party evil?
Yes.
Yes.
Not me.
Oh, anybody in the party evil other than?
No, I am not.
Okay, Jer, you get a nothing.
Oh, that's right.
Thank you, love. Yeah, no senses of evil, Virgil. Even in the direction of the big bad.
Well, that's a shame.
I'm gonna
I
assume.
will say I said no evil.
All right, so you say I sense no evil. I'm gonna roll another perception check, and rather than it just be I heard a noise in this direction, I've heard two people talking in this direction. Let's see. I'll let that go then. Okay.
Quietly, I'll say the stick people don't appear to be able to respond. Do you recognize what they might be?
Putting Chris to work. He's trying to eat. Jesus
I
Christ.
know, right? Rude.
I have like 3 knowledge skills, so.
Right. This is just as bad as
I
the little
ignored
party.
the question because I already told him that, but
Right.
I will continue to look around, see if there's anything else that I see. Raise myself up to 60 feet up.
Okay. No, just the big thing kind of resting on its haunches. A bunch of the little ones around Chris. Some of them you see like on top of the guy, although when I put them there, they can't be seen anymore. So that was terrible.
See?
But they're literally like some of them are crawling over him, and you can see them like delousing him and doing some other stuff. Just seem like they're making him as comfortable as possible.
Perhaps they serve him?
Perception check, Chris. Okay, you also notice a large amount of his bedding is like coins. Let me rephrase that. Is like metallic, maybe trinkets and other knick-knacky type stuff.
All right. But no one that looks like they're in charge, so to speak.
No.
I see nothing different than what I saw yesterday. And no, I don't know what these things are.
And we're still not getting any reaction from the stick people?
Nope. You would say that they look like they're working diligently, as they've been told to. They're shoe elves. They're making shoes, Jer. Underpants gnomes?
Perhaps a step closer for. Where's the light? Do we see the light?
The light is actually coming from somewhere inside the temple, projecting through the temple's roof.
So which building?
None of these. These are what's left of what looks like houses that would have been outside the temple. So temple entrance is at the top of your map where I'm pinging. Just above that. So like you would have to, in general, make yourselves known, or maybe sneak around and go into the temple without ever disturbing this group. That's completely up to you.
So there you have it.
What
We
is
could
this?
take the long way around, or we could march through.
What is what, Mark?
Is that a well? Is that a tower? What is that?
From here, it looks like it might have been a well at some point. The ones attached to the rest of them look like chimneys from houses.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm okay with going around.
If the creature's not evil and isn't causing anyone harm, I see no reason to dispose of it.
Alternatively, if we leave it and somebody else stumbles across it, that might cause trouble.
Who are we expecting to come this direction? How far are we from town?
2 days. So your younger adventurers have been at least this far out, not necessarily to this place, but at least 2 days out.
I wouldn't want it to cause anyone harm. That's fair, but
And who knows? There's something odd about this. I mean, clearly, these stick creatures could prove valuable to us if they could be harnessed to produce for the village.
are you
Although I agree,
suggesting
there's
slavery?
Yeah, we haven't determined whether they're sentient or not. If they're sentient, we can't do that. If they're not sentient, do you have means of controlling them?
Well, that's impossible to know until we gather more information about them, which is difficult to do with a Hydra standing over them.
Okay.
though I agree there's no point to pick a pointless fight. Perhaps we should investigate more closely to see if this thing does indeed pose a threat, and if it does, dispose of it.
Okay, while the conversation has been going on, it is now definitely sensed your presence enough to at least warrant peeking around the corner and seeing if there are people talking around the corner about his small friends. Oh, there's people there. Roll for initiative. Several of the
That's what I was
heads
waiting for.
roar out in anger, and several more roar out in hunger.
Well, that answers that.
Can you do the difference for us there, Jess?
Ah! There. See?
Which was which?
Very good.
The first one was anger, the second one was hunger.
I got
Obviously, okay.
Clearly.
Sorry for being a fucking idiot.
Clearly. All right, anyway. I'm going to give you some music. I'm going to roll my
Okay.
initiative score +1. I'm on my token, yes, so... 12, huh? All right.
Solid.
Give me at turn 12. Okay, kids. Myrna, you're up first.
Everybody enjoy.
Less
It's a haste.
bitches love hate. It's me. I'm bitches.
Done.
Okay. Nerlin, what you got?
Well, 5 foot and unleash. So I think I set it up like this, and then a single arrow for the haste, right?
Yeah, single highest attack.
And then did the 37 hit,
Mm-hmm.
then the damage from this. So an extra 9 damage.
Okay.
Multi-shot.
20.
Any shot, whatever. Yeah.
41. Not bad. It's a very good shot.
Did everything hit or no?
Yeah. Doesn't
Cool.
have a very high AC. It's a gigantic 9-headed monster. Yeah. It's really more about the I just keep regenerating.
Yeah.
All right.
Fun.
Right? Okay. Now we'll make it Alice's turn.
Hi.
Hi.
All right. I will
48 damage is pretty sexy, though.
step
bad.
forward.
With a cleric going in. All right.
And cast spiritual weapon.
Oh, I like it.
And do I have something that
Have
use as a
you
token, or do I
asked
drop?
for something?
I did not. I did not. That's my bad.
Give me a second. Pokey.
It's a glaive, so it'll also be slashing, because that's Shaylin's favorite weapon.
Let's do... Since I don't have a floating glaive, but I do have something that looks bright and shiny. There we go. And change this so that you can interact with it. If I can do that. No, not gonna let me. All right.
Sorry, Chief, I've never used this spell before.
Can you? That's fine. Can you grab that or no?
I cannot. Is it just a light?
Yeah, it's just a
Or is
token.
it a torch?
No, it's a torch, but it would at least look different than the light spell would. It's not letting me give it to you. Well, you know what? For the sake of ease, go ahead and use a light token for right now, and I'll make sure to add you a spiritual glaive for next time.
Thanks.
Special note to the audience: spiritual glaive for next week. I mean, unless you die a horrible death right now, that.
Or I was gonna say, if we get there, yeah, that'd be great. Where does it spawn in? I'm not seeing where it spawns in. Just like wherever.
The light token?
You just drag it in.
Just drag it in, yeah.
Right. No, I mean like the range. It's just anywhere within range.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right.
So
it's
on
gonna
top of it,
spawn
to the
right
side of
there.
it,
That's
perfect.
very bright.
hmm
It's blinding.
You have a bright spiritual weapon, I see.
I sure do. And just take the. Yeah. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna have to make a separate buff. Because I forgot that this has my elemental damage. So yeah, just the.
7 and 6.
Yeah.
All right, 13. Okay.
Obviously, drawn my weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case that wasn't clear.
Got it. All right. So you ran up, drew your weapon, cast your spiritual weapon, tagged twice, and now you're done.
And now I'm done.
It's my turn.
But I sure do look intimidating.
I will add some hit points back. Hold on one second.
Why don't you take those hit points back?
I'm gonna take those hit points back. Let's see. Pounce. If I recollect, that allows me to do all my attacks at the end of my movement.
It does.
Fun.
Hi.
Hello.
Cleric. I will attack
me?
you with 9 bites.
Delicious.
Yes, these are all plus 12. So
Ooh.
here's
Okay.
the first 5, here's the second 5. 22, 30, 26, 19, and a miss. And then a 28, a 27, a 27, and a 21.
Only the 30 will hit.
Only the 30 will hit. Damn, that's a good
correct.
armor.
On the nose.
Level 10 cleric.
It's still a lot of armor for a level 10 cleric. All right, but
That's with the haste, correct?
That is with the haste.
Alright.
And
All
bark
right.
skin. So, it's not
Yay, buffs.
spectacular.
We have a little bit of a tank out there. I like it.
Yay, buffs.
We love our buffs.
all right, you take 8 points of damage from the bite.
Okay.
DC 18. Okay. All right, and then the rest. Literally, the small little men start running at the archer. They can provoke
Oh,
from
shit.
Of
you
course they do.
if you've drawn a weapon, Virgil.
I've not.
Let's see. There. Wow. Make my life faster. Ah!
It's a lot of little dudes.
They are not so docile.
No.
There. And
Jesus Christ.
okay, small, little, tiny wooden men start rushing forward towards all of you. They have no weapons. They're just charging. Okay. Virgil! Your turn.
You have this, Nerlin?
I do.
Yeah, he said it. Okay, I will skim across the ground over to here, drawing my sword.
Oh, hi.
So that'll provoke from 3 or 4 of them, I guess.
Oh, provoking from the small, tiny people? Really? Alright, well. Making me attack with these guys? Christ. Alright, hold on. What's your AC?
30.
And how much did you just provoke from?
Probably these 2 here and these 2 here.
So 4.
Okay, they all miss.
Okay.
Jesus.
Just check something.
Sure, check something.
What is this? Oh, really? Well, I guess I had to do that. All right, I will activate my divine bond on my weapon, which
Mm-hmm.
I guess will also provoke, which is weird, but there it goes.
Ouch. Well, let's see. Combat reflexes, so I guess I'll try to hit a 30 again. 9 times.
Jesus.
So let's see. What was I saying? Plus 12s? Yeah, plus 12s. So 29. I guess the 19 hits.
Okay.
And that's it. So you also only get hit once. Take that. 4, 7, 8 points of bitey damage. Grr.
Okay.
My
So let's see here. I guess this is a level check. Yes.
okay.
Oops. D20.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure what level this counts as.
What are you trying to do?
The divine bond. Doesn't actually say what spell level this counts as, so I get it at 5th level, so 2nd, which would be a fail.
Oh, you're saying, like if you were interrupted because of my attack?
Yeah.
I'll let you call it. Honestly, I don't care. Look up the official rule for next time.
I'm not doing anything else, so I'll figure out if it works or not.
Beautiful. Myrna!
The guys up here, can you like show me? One of them's like not quite in a square. Two of them are not quite in a square. Can you show me where they are?
Sure.
They're kind of on a line.
Well, yeah, it's because unfortunately you can't stack more than one in a square without actually alting all of them, which is annoying.
I just want to know
Yeah.
what squares they're in because it doesn't matter.
There, I made that one longer accidentally.
Nice.
He's a bigger one. He's a chubby one. There you go.
All
Does
right,
that
perfect.
Make your life easier?
Yes, thank you.
Long boy.
Let's see here.
It's wide, boy. Wide.
Okay, but if you rotate him like this, then he's long.
Yes. Yeah. But he's also sideways then. But, you know.
All right, I'll take a reflex save from the four of them as they create a pit underneath them.
Oh, no, not a reflex save. Hold on. 14, so +2s. Yeah. What do I got to get?
That didn't show for some reason. That's stupid. You need to get a 24. 25.
25, so I need 20s. All right. 4 20s. No. All right. They all fall in a pit.
They take 5d6 damage each. I guess I can roll that for you.
No, don't bother.
17.
Don't bother.
Okay.
Oh, poor guys are dead.
There's just little stick men.
And if they die right off the bat, then I will go ahead. Actually, let me double check that. As a move action, fantastic. I will go ahead and move it right there. Get the other guy.
He saves and jumps out of the way.
All right.
He gets bigger. No.
Look at him now, he's huge!
God damn it. Just trying to put him. You know what? Goddamn squares. There. Jumped to the edge, safe and sound. All right, Nerlin.
Okay, so activating the fly on my celestial armor. What kind of an action is that?
You should know
Because it
that.
doesn't specifically
Usually
say.
usually a standard to activate it.
Yep, magic items are a standard usually to activate.
Okay, I will activate the fly.
Does it provoke?
It doesn't. So it's
Activate.
considered light armor. Allows the wearer to use fly on command as a spell once per day. So is that a spell-like effect? Is that a casting a spell? I don't know.
I believe that does not provoke.
Yeah, it's activating an item. That's all. All right.
No,
so
activating does not provoke.
there you go.
Okay.
See?
And I will fly up and over
That'll provoke.
to 30 feet. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What is that? We'll say 4. We're close enough. 4 d20s. What's your AC there, Mark?
31.
Okay. So I need a 20 to hit you.
I didn't know we were so big.
Hey,
Got
look
you.
at that.
Got you, bitch. Roll a confirm. I need another 20. Let's see. No, confirm. Oh, that's funny. There's no. All right, you take 1 point of damage.
Whether you need it or not.
Whether you need it or
Well, I don't know
not.
if they're gonna pile on me or so. They got some stupid trick up their sleeves, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure they do. Or they're just stupid little stick figures. Okay.
Could be.
I don't think. Can I? It's 10 feet of reach. It's a reach weapon. So like here, is that track?
Yes.
Okay. 5 foot back, and then a full attack.
Okay, 3 hits. Cold
And the
damage
spiritual
does
weapon.
nothing to this guy.
Good for good for him. Hi Jake. I'll take this. Thank you.
27.
And the spiritual weapon. Not the elemental, obviously. I promise I'll build that.
Hit and a hit, so 19. Okay.
And I pay no attention to the peons at my feet.
Nor should you.
What? No, they're gonna get you.
They're gonna drag me underground into like little pits or something.
Well, best case scenario, I get flanking from them, so fuck you. right? Like, gotta love the
Uh-huh.
flanking rules. Really?
Yep.
Those ants are on my side, therefore I get a +2 to hit you. All right.
What's something that feels illegal but isn't illegal?
I know,
Getting
right?
Flanking from stick figures.
Flanking from
definitely
stick
falls
figures.
under that.
All right, let's see. I've been ouchied, so now I'm angry. 9 breath weapons at the 2 people in front of me.
Okay.
Hold on here. Let's see. So I need reflex saving throws, 9 of them from you 2, and then let me know how that goes for you. You're looking for 18s.
Oh, exciting. A
Thanks.
little bit better than 50-50.
A little bit.
I just roll.
Uh,
You said 9?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Yay,
Oh,
Paladins.
oh, wait.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Paladin's like, what?
Meaningless.
I might die, but the Paladin will be fine.
All right.
One fail.
One fail? All right, so then 3, and that would have left 8 for 4.
I got a bunch of fails.
Do you want to use a reroll?
I was gonna say I'm probably gonna use a reroll here.
17.
What was the number I'm looking for? 18?
Yeah, you're looking for 18s.
Well, that's a darn shame. Okay, so I'm gonna add my RP bonus from last time to this
This
to
10
this 16.
to the 16.
Well, what
Okay.
was my I think my bonus was
6.
right. So what's
So.
14 bull? Okay, so
You figure it out. Hold on, let
Um,
me get Jer's damage done. So
why don't
Jer,
you
you
do
failed one, made the rest. You don't have combat reflexes, right? So you're taking 8.5, so it's 12 plus the 3, so you're taking 15 d6 damage, Jer. There you go.
Jesus. This thing had breath
Okay.
weapons?
Yep,
Ugh.
What kind of damage?
cold.
Cool.
Well, you know what your next spell is there, Shady.
I sure do.
Are you counting that as 9 different attacks then?
Yes.
So I get 5 off of all of them.
You
damn
do.
straight you do.
Okay.
Keeping in mind 5 off of 9 of them, right?
Right.
It's a little trickier then, but yeah. So do 45 out of that, I guess, is what you're resisting.
Right.
Okay, and then Shady, what's the
Okay,
damage here?
so I failed 7, and I'm going to make one an automatic success.
Okay.
So that's 6 that I have to mitigate. So I'm gonna reroll 3.
Okay.
Wait.
Oof, there go the rerolls.
Wait a second. No, okay, this isn't right. I was just rolling a straight.
Okay, what's
You're
your
killing me,
reflex
kid.
bonus?
You're killing me,
I know
kid.
I am.
Oh, you
My-
sold
my
D20s?
bonus-
Yes.
Yes, my bonus is an 11, so
Oh, you're fine.
Reflex save 27, 31, yeah, 15, 21, 28.
okay, that's much better than
You missed on 1.
So just like Jer, you
Why
missed
are you
on
so
failed on one.
stupid?
Why am I so fucking stupid? Why am I so fucking stupid?
So Shady, you take what's that? 29, 49 points of cold damage.
I can take that.
That's a little more reasonable.
Well, it's only 3d6. I mean, per head. Okay.
Only.
Myrna raises an invisible eyebrow at that. Was not expecting that.
Virgil's turn. Oh wait, I didn't. Hold on. Let me. Let's see.
Oh, the little guys.
The little guys. Yeah. You flew 30 feet up, so they can't help. They will come over here and swarm. These guys. Oh no! Don't grab him. God
I'm
damn.
gonna,
Kill the
I'm gonna
cleric!
keep my pit on top of the cleric. Bye, bitch. You can fly, right?
God, it keeps. There we go. All right. All right. We're gonna attack the cleric like 6 times with these guys.
Why don't you go ahead?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna. What's 30 AC? So I need 20s. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, but there's a 20. Bitches.
You son of a bitch.
These little guys. Yeah, take
At
another
least he's
point of
rolling the-
damage.
At least he's rolling the 20 with the little guy. So
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'll let those guys crit all day.
Yeah, well. They will. They will, thank you. And then 3 on Virgil. Same thing. None. Okay. All right, your turn. We got Myrna. You're up.
That's easier to see. Color blindness is going crazy. That bright light.
Okay. We see what you're doing?
Oh, I'm sorry. Was it my turn? I thought it was Virgil's turn.
Yeah.
No, Myrna's turn.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Here I'm just sitting here.
Yeah, no, you're used to hearing Alagos. I say Myrna, you're like, that's somebody else. I don't know.
I don't even know her.
I'm going to move over. I suppose crumble the well in the process, considering I'm taking the ground from underneath it.
Oh, no!
Reflex save from those two.
What? No, please, God, no! Okay.
killing
All
our
right,
workers.
we'll fall in and die.
Right?
Now, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Let's see here. You guys are taking a little more damage than I would like. Let me double check something.
Hey, you don't walk up to 9 heads of frost breathing for nothing.
Well,
Right.
now we know. Now we know that they have frost breathing. We didn't have that information previously.
Do I really want to get that close? No, I don't. Okay. So
I mean, I wouldn't.
that is
I
going to
changed my
settle
mind.
that.
I'm leaving.
So we're going to go ahead and since these guys are just little pieces of shit,
You gonna start stomping on them?
no, we're going to go ahead and just get them off of you.
Well, that's nice.
We'll go ahead and do a amp +2. That'll work. There you go. It's a regular pit.
Chris, how dare you?
So,
How dare you?
I'm on the edge of the pit.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter? I don't think it matters.
I thought it mattered, but I'm not sure.
Yes, I did.
Let's see here. I will change it if that's the case.
Any creature standing in the area where you first
Okay,
know.
that's fine.
Yeah, I think you have to be in the
Condition.
pit to matter. Any creature ground
Any
or
creature ending its turn on a square adjacent to the pit.
ending your turn, so you're going to need to move.
I look to my left and I see
Oh,
the
unless-
pit. I look to my right and I see a pit.
Straight ahead he is this giant ice maker. All right, Nerlin, you have avoided the mass of wooden creatures trying to kill you.
All right, made my fly check, my hover check. So that is. Let me get my calculator out for you.
Simple 5-foot step, you're fine.
And the single attack. My single attack didn't go off. Oh no, my single did. My extra arrow. Sorry.
The wooden creatures grab you
17.
and say, "We're taking you with us."
That's 63. Hefe.
Okay, 63 points of damage into the Cairo Hydra drops it.
Next turn, I'm going to move the other pit right on top, right next to you, so you have nowhere to go.
Jesus Christ!
That makes
Why
it.
did we bring her?
Alice, your turn. Virgil. Combat
Mhm.
turn. It's Alice's turn just because she might want to move away from the hole.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I'll step right here, and then I mean, I'm gonna burst.
Are you gonna burst?
See, you're fine. You're fine.
15. 15 for my. I mean, I'll exclude as many of the little shits as I can,
You
but
can't.
they didn't take any.
I don't think
damage,
they've taken
so
any damage yet. Yeah.
Okay.
I only have a +3, so. God damn it, Murda!
I can move it as an immediate action.
Actually.
All right, you
That-
burst, and the cryo hydra finally stops trembling in its death throes, and all the little wooden creatures drop their arms and tilt their heads.
Oh.
That looked cold. Was that cold? That looked really cold.
That was cold. Someone needs to cut the heads off as quickly as possible.
Yep. I direct my spiritual weapon to start slicing heads while I.
Okay.
Yep. I can start cutting off heads.
Okay. I mean, sure. You spend a couple rounds cutting off heads.
Can you burn them, Myrna? Have you any means?
Yes, I do. I will go ahead and take care of that. So we do
No, I got it. I got it.
back. You got it.
I got it. My sword did go off.
You got your burning. You're flaming.
It is flaming and keen. So
Glorious.
Well, Keen isn't useful against a Hydra.
Well, that was horrible. This was a terrible experience.
I thought it was lovely. You all performed admirably.
Remember when I thought I failed 7? I didn't think that was right, but
So I can't remember what the ruling was. Can I mend arrows that
Now
were,
what are you gonna do?
that hit or no?
If they're
It's
not
like
magical,
jets.
yes.
You're fucked.
you can mend anything, bro. Just.
Cool.
God
Yeah,
damn
they're
it!
up my
God damn it,
arrows.
Myrna!
You're fucked.
I'll pull my arrows out of it.
Sure.
All right, I'll dismiss these.
All right. And then Virgil, you move up. You see its bed also made out of a bunch of trash and debris, but also metal and wooden pieces.
all right.
You said there were sparkles too, right? Yeah.
The metal was sparkling, yes. I avoided my word of coins until
Yeah,
further.
they're really not coins, technically speaking. Well, maybe they are, but ancient coins we don't recognize.
Right.
I'm gonna go fly over the
We'll
temple.
take a closer look just to see. Sorry, Jeremy, to interrupt you. I apologize. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah.
Flying
you
over
go
the
to-
temple.
Yep, flying over to the temple. Got it. Okay. Chris, they look like rectangular, for better word, coins. I mean, to you, but they have no markings on it like you're used to. They're not circular and coin shaped like you would expect to see. So they're not gold pieces, but there are little rectangular bars about the size of like an Andes Mint. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
But they look like they could be exchanged for in different coinage and have value, just different than what you're used to.
I'll grab a handful of them. I'm not too concerned about the wealth aspect as I am just the historical aspect at this point, Jesse.
Sure.
And then if we really care to come back, we can pile it on, I suppose.
There's gold, there's platinum, there's
Take a couple
copper,
of each, just
copper
but
and
I
silver.
don't care about the value at this point. I'm
Sure.
just
And then there's like oval wooden chips with a specific marking on them. All the markings are different than each other, even if some of them sometimes are similar. When you pick up one, you might notice if one's close enough or still alive. It activates one of the small wooden beings. They don't do anything other than just tilt their head back up and put their arms back in a ready
That's handy.
position.
okay. Interesting. Virgil seems to be in a bit of a hurry.
We should likely catch up with him.
Yeah, Virgil, you see large double doors after a short flight of stairs leading into a temple that Same thing. You would say a lot of the symbols relate to water just from their design overall. But you would also recognize maybe some symbols for air, fire, and earth as well. Also, many down statues outside the temple, kind of what I described to Chris. The pieces that you see are of what look like people in good clothing, regal clothing, robes, well dressed, well groomed, but faded and broken. Nothing
All
that's
right.
gonna come to life and jump out at you.
I will fallen soldiers and try to shove open the doors.
Okay.
Shady. Myrna puts her hand on. I forget your character's name. I'm sorry.
Aleph.
Thank you. I'm used to the younger one. I apologize. Puts her hand on your shoulder, says, Aleph, as much as I appreciate your bravery, we should not lose our matriarch to Shaylin so quickly. Please be careful in the future.
Understood, my friend. I just worry for those of you who would be able to take as many hits as I.
I think you are more valuable than you realize. Morale, besides.
Okay.
I will catch up to Virgil then, who's throwing open doors and shit.
All right, I'm going to run up to Virgil.
Hold on momentarily.
I did take 1 hit point of damage. Oh, but you burst, so that'll be back. Okay, cool.
And Virgil's the other one. Got you
You
guys.
got nipped on the ankle.
I did.
Goddamn birds in my boot. Can you fix this?
All right.
Canada dry ginger ale with vodka. Just saying.
That sounds awesome.
It is.
Tito's? Is it Tito's?
Yeah, of course.
Sorry.
Stop.
Let me know if you can see. You are in a very tiny room at the bottom of the map.
I can see.
I cannot see.
I see the
but
four. That's all I see.
I don't have dark vision, so
Yeah.
I
see
see
no
exactly
map.
what I'm supposed to see.
Yeah.
I see just myself.
Well, then but you are also a human without a light source.
That's right.
I would cast light, unless I was told not to cast light. Then I'd probably still cast light.
Yeah. I mean, technically, I should light this first room because the sun's still coming in from outside, but fuck you guys.
No, I'm gonna go. If it's dark in here, Jess, I will go ahead and cast a communal dark vision on everybody. To put that light away.
I don't need it.
Well, either way.
I do.
I do. Thank you.
All right. You are inside a well-established temple that still looks in good condition, if not dusty and old, and rife with debris from being just left abandoned. I'm trying to see now with these maps. Can you anybody move forward, or do I need to unblock the doors?
No, we're blocked in, Jess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me
That's
out.
fine.
Let me out.
Shush you.
It's not a dance.
This is the one I bought, so I had to experiment with the. I guess it's the dynamic lighting that's holding you in place, right?
Yeah, you can restrict movement with dynamic lighting.
Which I want to. I just need to.
Yes, you absolutely want to.
Just need to learn how to move the doors, since this is my first experience into that.
Usually they're like a different color, the doors.
They are. There you go. All right, so I'm pushing them off to the side.
Perfect.
There. Perfect. Okay. So you see a longer hallway. Everything in here is blue. Anywhere where you're going to see water, and keep in mind the blue and white checks is just marble patterning on the floor. For quite a few places you're going to see water. There is actual water flowing through those places.
Be wary, my friends. This place is troubling.
Little alcoves, more statues. Again, these are in better shape than the ones that were outside. They are of men and women. Again, that look studious and enlightened, but you're not familiar with them at all.
Virgil, do your keen senses detect any evil here?
You burst in there?
I needed it.
Did Do my keen senses detect any evil? That's a fascinating question. Let's see.
Pass through objects and walls, or no? No. So
No.
not a drop unless anybody in the group is evil now.
I haven't changed my alignment in the last 2 minutes.
Maybe
so
I'm
no.
getting. Maybe I'm getting there. My eyes start twitching.
I was going to throw a pit on someone, but I changed my mind.
Change your mind. All right. Then no evil yet.
All right.
Nerlin, do you have any ability to search for traps?
As Mark looks, hold on, I don't remember
Nope.
this character.
I do not.
Bard.
Apologies.
My apologies. Yeah, I'm really
Understood.
sorry
So
about
Virgil's leading the way. All right. I will keep at least 10 feet behind Virgil, see if he takes anything off.
Oh, come now, friend. I'm sure that this is a place of help and
Well-being.
good fortune.
Your optimism is encouraging.
Virgil, I'm assuming you're being brave.
Yeah.
Virgil will protect me.
God, these are tiny little things, man. Okay.
That's what she said.
Okay, so brief description. When you open this door and your dark vision and lights and things that start to light up, literally in front of you, you see a towering, we'll call it a large pedestal that tears up to a fountain of light that is literally trying to pulse a beam into the sky through a opening in the temple ceiling, which is large and domed and about 60 feet high at its precipice. Wreathing around that light is a large golden cobra, and shrouded in a black aura of darkness. It keeps absorbing the light as it sparks in and out of trying to project itself into the sky. It doesn't seem to notice you, or if it does, it doesn't seem to care that you're there. It just continues to sit there and choke out the light as often as it can.
Should the light up that whole room, or I guess that's hard to do, huh?
What do you mean?
Well, the room, I still can't see the whole room, but if the fountain of light is in the room, shouldn't that provide light for the room, or?
The fountain of light is not providing any light except for bursts. So rather than like blinding you with pulsating light in the room, I am not adding to the light.
Okay.
Is this thing evil?
Yes, this thing is evil as evil comes, buddy. Pal.
I'm looking towards
Prepare
Virgil.
yourselves for battle, my friends.
In that case, I will go ahead and cast haste.
Oh, no. Okay. Your casting of haste does not seem to distract it from literally bleeding the life from the light.
Do you know anything about this creature, Myrna? Can we expect any energy surprises?
Is there anything I do know, Jesse, looking at it?
You're gonna do extra planar. But literally looking at it for what its form is, Chris, you would say that it has something to do with water, but that shroud of black darkness that's just like seeping off of it definitely means it's touched by something else. You would consider that, let's see, 34? You would consider that void. Literally the absence of everything.
Aleth, the very touch of this thing may drain our lives. If you have anything to protect us from that.
If you're suggesting a specific
Death ward.
spell. Okay. I have one of those prepared. Only one.
Give it to either yourself or the Paladin, I would say.
You want to draw straws?
I will challenge this thing head on.
Oh, all right then, my friend. Enjoy.
All right. How exactly are we challenging this thing head on so I have an understanding? of what that
Well, we're
means.
buffing right now, Hefe.
Okay, got it. So we're still buffing. I understand. Okay. Get your buffs on. Honestly, it's not going to move. It's not doing anything but choking the life out. But obviously, if you decide to get aggressive, it will get aggressive. It can always
we
go back
will.
to
It
choking.
is
them.
evil, so.
Oh, we're getting there.
Okay.
Virgil, go ahead and
Yeah.
give yourself a blur.
Sure. Okay. Blur. Let's do for blur.
And you know what? I don't like the looks of this, so
I'm also gonna cast Shield Other on Virgil, because I won't be getting as close to that thing as I can if I can avoid it.
Well, if he doesn't already have a deflection bonus, that might help him.
I mean, I assume he does. I'm just doing it more for splitting the
50%. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'm ready. Okay, so I got divine favor. So I'm good to go. So I will 1, 2, 3, 4.
Very nice
5,
of it,
7.
to let us,
Yeah,
I'll
back up.
fly up there.
Back up. 4 steps at least. The minute you hit the first part of the pedestal, it will be a roll for initiative, as it's completely aware of you and isn't going to let you charge in at it without trying to at least attack first. Okay, so Virgil runs at it, and Virgil and the snake, and you guys can roll too, but Virgil and the snake, for the most part, are going to have a roll off.
Yep.
I get a +4.
You're gonna win.
I have a 17.
Oh, we don't have our turn order up.
Yep, hold on. My bad.
You're fine.
I rolled really well for no reason.
Good for
No.
you.
It took it. It just didn't print it.
No,
So-
I just mean like I'm
What's
mostly just
first
gonna be
thing?
taking a couple of tentative steps forward and cheering a bit.
Okay, can I click on my buddy there? Not gonna let me. Why are you giving me? I really hate Roll20. Objects and tokens. Is he the map? He is the map. Why are you the map, Snake? There we go. That makes way more sense now. Okay. Let's see. Everybody's got theirs in there, except for Virgil is going really slow, which is awesome. And I rolled a 13 plus my 4 is 17. So add a token. Turn. 17. Okay. Mina Virgil rolls up and the snake starts to pull out from the light. You get to act now.
all right. 5, 10, 15,
Oh, that's terrible.
20. I don't see anything, so
You have dark vision. You should be able to see it.
I can't.
Hold on.
Well, he has to change our tokens, but
Yeah, if you need dark vision, hold on.
Yeah, those two.
you can take the light source just for the
Ah,
sake.
there we go. Okay, so I won't move that close then. I would stay.
Just kidding.
I can see it from here. All right. So that would have been a 5-foot step. So yeah, I'll just full attack it. Fuck it. And, boom.
Okay.
34, 18, 24.
18 misses.
So 16, 15, and 11.
4 misses.
42.
All right, so 42 cut in half. It is clearly phasing through its incorporeal body.
Sorry,
Half.
It's,
No,
it's incorporeal.
sorry, but the 34 and the 24 both hit.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Oh, were you adding crit damage on some of your arrows? That extra roll you do?
No.
No.
Oh, well, yeah, the 11.
Yeah, it's
Extra arrow damage to the
precision
34.
damage.
No, it's mini shot. So it's a second arrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
got
It's just the 11 damage, not the 34, Jesse.
Yeah.
No, I know.
You can-
Just making sure
you
it wasn't
can
precision.
actually,
Because it doesn't
if you
doesn't take.
go ahead,
Yeah, you'll have to teach him, Shady. All right, Alith.
it's a quick change. I'll just Okay,
Or
I
me,
will.
maybe?
Oh,
Yeah, I was
Mirna.
gonna say it's definitely Mirna.
Sorry.
All right. Alith, you have displacement.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Done.
Now, Alith.
I will step up here, staying fair distance away from it
Okay.
until it comes forward. Actually, we're gonna go right here because I have a feeling it's gonna,
Sure. Its turn. It literally flies straight through 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and
Oh!
will stop right here past you. It makes no attack. Its size and structure incorporeally floats through your bodies. Literally, as it hits you, you can feel yourself phasing out of life. Everybody needs to make a fort save. If you fail, you are disintegrated.
Ooh.
Does it a touch, yeah?
Yeah, basically, it's just flying through to touch
Okay.
everybody.
I mean, did it
I
fly
have-
over to me too, or?
Nope.
Okay. That's
I have snapshot, so I get an AOO on it too, right?
Depends. Does Snapshot give you an AOO on it?
Yes. Here, let me throw it out there.
Hold on. I will use my role-playing bonus.
And you want a fort save?
I will do the same, just for safety's sake, the sake of not being disintegrated.
Right.
And I've still got rerolls because I didn't need to use them for the.
Isn't that nice?
That's so nice.
Okay. So I'm assuming your first attack.
For me, yeah.
Oh,
And, the fire. Provoking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fire is meaningless. It takes no elemental damage. Well, not d6s anyway.
Oh. Oh, did we? Oh, AOOs. Okay.
Yeah, he flew right through you,
27?
absolutely.
Then,
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. 27.
Yeah, 27 will hit.
15.
And you saw mine, right? Okay.
I saw yours.
Single arrow, 15. Okay, cool.
Okay, so Virgil, you, and then one from Alith, minus the frost. All right. Virgil.
Okay. Wasn't disintegrated. That's good.
Nope.
Um,
I
Always
tried.
a blessing.
I will say, be
God,
gone
I'm
from
an idiot.
place, excuse me. Be gone from this place, defiler. I will declare smite and charge back in.
Hell yeah.
Power
Okay.
attack. All right.
Okay, that'll hit.
Oh wait, that's the wrong. But sorry, no damage on there. There you go.
Got it.
26.
Oh.
26.
7 to hit.
Hold on. Let's back up.
Yeah.
Just a slight step before your attack. Everybody that hit me with your weapons, fort save again.
Oh.
Even if it was a range attack?
No, not if it was a ranged attack, Mark.
Thank you.
Good question.
What's a fair question?
Mm-hmm.
Alith, you're okay. Virgil, you're okay. Okay. Continuing forward. Your weapons have a chance to disintegrate when you touch it.
Exciting.
So, like, Mark, there's no arrows to mend after this, by the way.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so they're both fine. So then Virgil attacks And we were at, where were we? Another 26. You charge those, so no second attack, right?
Correct.
Okay. All right. I would say it looks hurt, but you can't tell because it's incorporeal and shadowy. All right. Nerlin.
Okay, 5, 10. Take your AOA.
No acrobatics?
Oh, yeah, I guess you can have it. Well, I want to get out of dodge, so
You have haste, bro.
yeah, I'll try it. Fuck it. Yeah, failed.
All right. Let's see. Where are we? Plus some 9s. 18 touch.
Okay, 18 touch. 19 is my touch, so that's a miss thanks to the haste.
Yeah.
And I will activate Inspire Courage. Everybody throw that up.
Done.
Myrna.
How tall is that doorway, Jess?
Standard doorway size, so 6 feet, give or take. 6'2".
Delay.
Okay, Elith.
I will cast my second spiritual weapon. I definitely didn't like that. Do I still have the token? Yeah, I do. I'll just use this.
Sure.
Okay. Gonna have to deactivate the Inspire Courage because my spiritual weapon is not going to be inspired, unfortunately. As cool as that would be.
I'm so sorry.
Then I will stay here
Okay.
Stay here for now.
You're attacking with your weapon?
with my spiritual weapon.
Okay. How do we do a fort save for a spiritual weapon? Trying to think. Jer, any suggestions? Force can be disintegrated. I know that. Trying to see.
Here, let me post the spell just so if there's anything in the wording that helps make a determination on it. Shoot, I'm gonna have to roll the damage separately for it because it's not the same as my weapon.
Spiritual weapons, AC against touch attacks. That doesn't matter. If an attack creature has spell resistance. Oh, well, that's also important. So, Shady, make a spell caster check also. The spell is dispelled. If not, the weapon has.
Where's the caster check
Just do
button
20
again?
plus your caster level. I'm not sure.
I think there's a button for it somewhere, but... Oh, yeah, here it is.
Okay, so it
Not one.
disappears anyway. We'll say it was
Okay.
disintegrated because that's cooler, but I don't know what the It says that it can be disintegrated, but it doesn't explain what that would be as a
Yep,
save.
fair enough. Did it get off any damage before it did, or did it just instantly disintegrate?
Well, no. The failing your spell DC means the minute you touched it, it didn't.
Understood. I just
Your
needed to
magic
change the. I needed to change the roll if it did because it's not a 1d10, it's a 1d8.
Gotcha.
My weapon's a 1d10.
All right. Well, it still serves a better purpose than attacking one of you at a time. Oh, so that goes. And I will do the same thing again, making sure that Nerlin is caught in that.
Little
I'm
shit.
glad I delayed. All right, perfect.
Well, you were my biggest worry with this because it's a fort save, but
Well, that's why I stayed out of the doorway. I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't want to go down there.
Yeah, earlier he was like, who's gonna die immediately if I
Right.
if I use this?
All right, Nerlin. Still okay. All right.
I'll jump in after that, Jess. After I
Sure.
see him move in.
Yep.
Lost the initiative thing. Thank you.
Yep.
Because I saw that, I'll go ahead and just do that to keep it simple. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3.
Got to teach him how to
Or-
fix his roll too, Shady.
2, 3, 3.
All these noobs. All these roll 20 noobs.
Ugh,
Oh
Jesus.
God, Chris!
God.
Chris, you
So
literally
he
could
takes
have.
12 points of damage.
You literally could have saved the day right there, and instead, I'm still alive. All right, Virgil. I'm so sorry. The ones have cursed you,
I just want to see these people disintegrated.
Mhm.
right?
Oh, I don't think we can hear you, Jer.
Sorry. Probably a caster level check on that magic missile,
Yeah, you would.
Oh yeah, good call.
and I will charge this sucker.
So used to magic missile just being the auto damage that it is, but good
Yeah.
call.
14.
Uh-oh.
14.
Magic
Oh.
missile, that'll...
I get my hit points back for
I'm
that.
sorry, 16.
Also, still not good enough.
Well, at least it was only 7.
Mhm.
It's got to be higher than that, because you got to add your intelligence.
To cast a level check?
Thank you, dear.
Oh no! I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
no,
thinking
no,
about-
no.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
it's just that. Yeah, greater spell
okay.
pen, but
Standard fight.
All right,
Yeah,
that is definitely a hit. Oof. Okay, so give me a fort save for your weapon, which you make, and it passes.
Oh.
It
Your
dies.
pouch has been cleansed.
Yeah. Literally, the light starts to spill forth strongly into the sky, creating a beam, pillar of light that is bright and shiny. Almost hurts your eyes a little bit.
Who's to say if that's good or not?
considering the beast was evil.
I'm sure what you did was a good deed. I'm sure it was. All right. The DC
But,
was 17, which was not hard for most of you to make, but would have been tough for Chris to make.
Yep.
What's your fort save?
6.
Yeah. Exactly, Shady. That was my big worry. I was like, well, the Paladin's going to be fine unless he ones out like a shit ton. The rest of you were more than 50%, but Chris was definitely my worry. All right.
Oh, wait. No, that's not right. Something's off there, but go ahead. You're fine.
No. I mean, if it's different, check it. But yeah, no. When I saw it, I was like, well, 17's going to be tough for Chris to make. So I'm
Mine's
glad
at
everybody
15,
has been
so-
fine. Mm-hmm.
10% chance of filling. Ish.
Ish. Okay.
Yeah, it's an 11.
Well, there you go.
I was
That
gonna
would
say
have
why
been
my cloak was not counting for some reason.
perfect sense. All right. So, literally light pulling through. All of these statues, again, look like important people. They're in much better shape. The only thing I will say you will notice here is that several of the people here look different than all the statues that you've seen outside, which looked mostly like humans. Some, let's say 2 of the statues in here look like the Darmalanth. And several others look different than what you've seen, but you don't know what they are called. Now, you've only seen Apollo in his visit to town, and what you've heard.
We wouldn't have seen that book, right?
You would not have seen the book unless somebody.
I think we did bring it with us. Maybe were we still there? Yes, because he came by and he was like, "Hey, I'm off on this quest," and we were like, "Gotta go ask mom and dad for permission." And then-
Mhm.
Right.
yeah, so I would have definitely would have at least shown Alec this book. I don't know who else was there, but
Okay.
So less likely a group of deities and more people of the past.
Could be.
But strange that the light would just start, and as it started, this creature tried to subdue it.
Unless it wasn't noticed before.
No, we would have noticed it. I mean, it was bright flashes, right?
Yeah. No, absolutely. You would have noticed it before. I mean, the towers helped, but I mean, something like this. I mean, Marina herself, who's been doing a lot of the scouting, you would have seen this
Yeah.
before. This starting recently, a few days before you were given this mission, was definitely suspicious.
And
I'm gonna stick my
Virgil's
hand in the light.
Okay. It feels intense and warm, but doesn't do anything to you.
Virgil, really?
that man's was about to get disintegrated.
Another fort save, Jared. Let's do it.
You want to throw ball?
Paladins and their confidence, people. Paladins and their confidence.
You people that worship your god so closely are foolish.
Oh,
Well,
It's not
The
it's in
book
there,
says. The book says the exalted light the sky and pave our way. It seems as if we're lighting the sky now. I wonder if perhaps this has to do with their exalted.
paving
That's
the
an
way.
excellent point.
Do you think it's lighting something other than?
Well, it's
You
lighting
think
the
something-
sky.
Do you think something might have become illuminated based off of the light outside?
These characters don't know about Bellatronus, right, Jesse?
They do not. Nope. That is happening literally while you are doing this, so you have no idea about Bellatronus.
Well, now that Virgil has touched the light, I'll get closer. And I'll look up the direction of the light and kind of see if I see anything, or is it just a beam of light?
It's just a beam of light. It passes through what would be like a crystalline ceiling opened in a circle to allow the beam to go out. You're not sure if it magnifies it or not from this side, but you can see the light extend past the crystalline ceiling.
Well, I believe
I
we may
wonder-
have done a good deed, but I'm not sure what it is we've done.
I'll fly up to the ceiling and see if there's any moving parts or anything up there.
You fly up. You do a cursory search. You don't see anything that would be moving. It looks like a pretty solid structure above.
I wonder if this perhaps signals something relating to the ascension, since our young ones began that path. That seems to be very important to these people. Perhaps the light signals that people are on the path.
And this creature wished to stop it.
That wouldn't surprise me, given that it seemed to have a very evil nature. If these transcendents, these ascended people are protectors of their people, that would probably like to be avoided.
Mm.
Indeed. Well, I'll go ahead and detect magic and take a walk around, Jess, see if I see anything.
I mean, in the room, nothing really radiates magic except for the pillar itself. Literally, the stand from the first circle all the way up radiates a decent amount of abjuration and evocation magic.
I'll search the walls.
Sure. I mean, you cross back over the bridge, stairs up, and check the walls around the edges. They're smooth. There are different runes around the setup, keeping in mind that that's water all around the center pillar, which is steadily flowing somewhere underneath, going somewhere. but it is all moving.
Just fly over it.
Sure.
I'll do a comprehend language to see if I can read anything, Jesse.
Okay. Again, I think most of the symbols that you're going to find are designating small prayers to the 4 elements, and you see, similar to what you saw in the book for the Dharmalanth, they're all in prayers, right? So as the symbols are transcribed, you're essentially, after just 4 or 5 of them, you're reading prayers. But instead of it all being to earth, it's to water, or to air, or to fire, or to the exalted themselves.
Prayers to the elements themselves, my friends, scattered all about.
Perhaps a temple to the exalted.
And this place is to be protected, I believe.
Indeed.
Do you think
There's
that's what the
certainly-
creatures outside were doing? Protecting? Keeping it in shape? They don't seem to be maintaining this part of the structure.
No, it's possible the Hydra could have been a protector of sorts. There's no way to know.
Do you have another arcane eye that you could send through the waterways to see if there's anything beyond?
I guess that. No. Tomorrow I can prepare another. If we wish to make camp for the night nearby, simple matter of coming back.
I have no problems with that.
I'm a little leery of staying away from Serenity too long.
A valid concern. If it
You
were
fear
not,
You fear your protege is not able to adequately maintain the safety of the colony?
He's a very effective tool, but limited in his scope.
A tool?
But how will they grow if we do not give them room? I believe that they have it well in hand.
my
It's not-
concern is more of the.
Drop everything and form a band or something like that.
I trust that they would make good decisions.
Verna raises an eyebrow at
Okay.
that.
Yes.
Are you not doing D&D?
I trust that most of them
I'm
would
in
make
that
good
stream.
decisions.
Oh,
I have no doubt in their ability to make decisions. I'm just not sure how good they will be.
what?
I have raised Erna from a very young child. I suspect that she would not easily be led astray. But I could be wrong.
I will come up here to the water
Mm-hmm.
and have a look at it, smell it, see if it seems normal water.
Well, keep in mind the water is the blue stuff around the
Yep.
edges.
And this too, right? Or no?
No, that is
Okay. So this is the water?
no.
Or this is the water?
This is the water. Yeah. That is
Oh,
that
okay.
is the light
Gotcha.
source right here.
Gotcha. Okay.
Make sense?
Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah, so like if you were to step in here, you're gonna go into deep water that's actually moving, like
Okay.
coursing around the area. So clearly the river is moving somewhere below this.
I'll bend down and drink some of the water.
Okay.
Fuck.
You drink some of the water.
I look at Virgil, I look at Alice, I look, what's happening here?
We're all
Fair enough.
We appear to be pushing our luck.
And Nerlin, was that refreshing?
Not quite.
I could have created you some water that would have been less.
Based
Intimidating.
on what we've learned about the Ascendants, I wondered if perhaps this was another one of those pools.
I don't know if I believe in all this ascendance.
Hoopla.
It's shenanigans, that tells ya.
I believe the people who dwelt in this land were great people, so perhaps it has some merit.
No, I would delight in being proven wrong.
Perhaps great, but whatever they were, it seems to me has been changed in some way. Perhaps not for the better. In that regard, Alagos may be correct.
Maybe he is.
Wizards are a pessimistic lot.
You're not wrong, my friends, but I wonder, does Aristil or Shaylin shed any light on what's happening here? Have you communed with them and sought any counsel?
I've heard nothing in my prayers, nothing that would suggest she has any knowledge of what happens here.
There are still people upon before us that needed to be defeated. That is all I know for now.
I love it.
Perhaps the rest of you might not be so careless with your lives. I'm not so eager to see any of you die, as much as you all appear to be.
I do not fear death, but I am not so quick to meet it. That's fair.
Well, I will fear it for the both of us. Are you coming, Nerlin, or you wish to drink more of the strange water?
Really, I can produce you some water.
Fresh.
No trouble.
Fresh and clean. All right.
Straight from Shaylin's teeth.
Jesus Christ.
All right,
I'm
so
sorry, I didn't want to say it.
Why
Fair.
did you then? No one forced you to say
I
it.
didn't have a choice, Chris.
Oh, shut up. You actually had a choice, you dirty bastard.
oh my god. All right, so I take it we're going back outside to rope trick and sleep for the evening.
Yes.
All right.
I'm gonna do a fly around of the whole area just to see if I can understand the geography of the river coming into this place and make sure there's nothing else gonna kill us in the night.
Sure. Absolutely, the river is flowing under the temple. In some way, shape, or form. The river from above. If you look at the water, it is still brackish. It looks similar to the water that, well, see, you guys aren't there. It looks dark and nasty in general. And it doesn't look that way coming from the temple afterwards, as it continues to flow towards the forest. But other than that, the temple ends. There's about a 20-foot wide space around the temple for the hill that has the flat surface that the small town and the temple are built on before it scales back down into the plains itself. So this has a nice overlook for everything, at least from your flying vantage. And literally, for you to be able to see it, you can see that the temple goes on for quite a number of rooms, and there's a lot more than what you've seen so far.
But we couldn't figure out how to get in there into
No.
those rooms.
Nobody attempted, at least from what I was acknowledging, to leave the room that you were in. I know everybody was checking the walls, but did anybody want to try the doors?
We
If
didn't
there
see
were
doors.
Yeah, we
I
can't
was
see
not
doors
informed
very
of
well
them.
in this map.
If there are doors, absolutely want to check, investigate.
Okay.
Yeah, it looked like a closed room to us. Sorry.
All right.
Virgil can open doors while I stand back.
Yeah, there's doors to the north and to the east.
All right.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Go
we're doing
deeper
that.
then.
Like
I
we're
have
not.
plenty of resources.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, I just prepared my spells, so I'm gonna have to do that. Undo that now. That's fine. It's fine.
Your guys' call. Hold on. I will remove those. Or just the one. That's fine. And
Over here.
there you go. Those two passageways are open. I will let you decide which way you're going to go while I run another break and grab something else. Be right back.
Cool.
Oh,
I only see one passage, and it's the same.
there's
one
two
that
of
was
them, to the north and to the east. Getting hungry.
Yeah, there.
Do we want to go north or east first?
No.
Matters not to me.
Yeah, I don't care.
Go east.
I'd suggest coming along the edge here as opposed to trying to wade through the water. It seems rather deep.
I'm just flying over it anyway.
Yeah, me too.
I go around.
So, Mark, by east, you mean the other side.
Your other east.
My American East.
How about those reflex saves, though?
All right.
Thanks, Chris.
In all fairness, there's nothing I knew about hydras in that case that was going to be breathing on you. Sorry about that.
Oh, don't apologize. Everything about this land is fucked up.
Yeah, it is. Everything's different. I mean, I know it's there, but not for a 9-headed one. I wasn't too concerned.
All right.
Eh,
It's fine. Cold doesn't bother me.
Nah. Everything's
Okay,
fine.
also-
All right, so which route would you like to take?
to the
Kind
east,
of
sir.
this way.
To the east is what has been decided. All right, let's see here. You move down the hallway to the east, and I'm gonna move you to a different map.
I'm gonna start flying finally.
Do it,
Finally.
bro.
We're doing
All
more
the cool kids are
exploring.
doing it.
Oh, I just really wanted to walk on water. So,
Like the
Just
godly
really-
individual you are.
very heavenly.
You're
Very
a shining ball of light. Apparently very heavenly.
All right, that's Virgil. Let's get Nerlin and the wizard and the cleric. All right, we're all there. Change that to objects. Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
that is really annoying. Hold on. I see what's happened.
I see what's happening.
and I'm sorry, Kirsten. You asked me about training. I think I misunderstood. I start my training next week as far as that 2-week training I think I mentioned to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this week, no, I actually start that next week.
Okay, that's
Uh,
what
but
I
I am-
thought.
I am doing training this week as far as the new position is concerned, so I'm going in on Tuesday through Thursday this week.
All
But
right.
actually, the 2-week training's next week.
What are you training for?
I got the traffic bureau position, so I'm going to be running that for the next 2 years.
Oh, okay.
So just kind of learning the ropes on how to do that.
My dark vision is gone, Hefe.
Yeah, I'll have to reactivate it every map.
I'm blind.
That's always fun.
I have my dark vision.
There you go. Can you see now?
Negative.
No.
All right, refresh yourself because it's been added and saved. All right. Anybody else?
I'm good.
Oh, Shady, you said no. I didn't change yours. Although yours
Oh
was
my God.
yours was still active. It's on your tab.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Oh, I think I see what's wrong. It's active with no number.
Mm.
Now you're good.
So
You
I
have
had
dark vision of 0
I had
feet.
yeah.
Do I have the same?
You can see the inside of my eyelids perfectly.
Yes, you did. There you go.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Listen, 0 feet of dark vision is correct. All right.
Yeah, no. Fine.
Okay. on a hallway again.
All right.
Be wary, my friends. This place makes me uneasy.
Ah,
The door's open with no traps.
nice. It's a room.
Just a room?
Apparently.
Yep.
It's stairs.
Mm-hmm. Above the stairs look like little prayer spaces.
Prayer spaces?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Spots here and here. Places to sit and pray. These are statues again. Again, of more people that you've never met. Some of them repeat.
Looks like
So,
shrines, probably, or something.
Okay.
All right.
I will say, though, once you've moved into this area, it's starting to smell.
Yeah.
There's debris stacked up in different areas, but along with the debris is a lot of feces. And, it's definitely becoming nastier the further you went in. And literally, it wasn't that way here, but like in these prayer areas, now that you've opened the door, definitely like somebody's been using this as a restroom.
Gross.
That's awful.
Are there doors on these walls, or
Mm-hmm.
gonna have to ask now?
Yep.
You're right.
What about down here, Jesse?
Down where,
Are
yeah,
those doors?
both of those are doors.
Okay.
They do, for you guys, look like breaks, like smaller.
Yeah.
Kind of. It's hard to. I mean, if we're paying attention, we can see them.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, they're not colored differently, so they're literally made with the same stone that the map was made with. But on mine, they're tiny slivers. But I get for you guys, they look like the same line. So.
I just got a lot of vision.
Mm-hmm.
Like it opened a lot of doors.
I don't see anything.
I was gonna say.
Something's
That's weird.
glitchy. Something's glitchy. It's fine.
Roll 20's fine.
Perfect.
All right, hold on,
Like
Virgil.
this whole room, I can see this room, I can see this whole room.
That's
Fine.
weird.
I won't metagame. I'm not
Yes,
leading
ma'am.
this merry band of misfits, so I'll just follow and be quiet.
That's fine. I'm moving some of the doors that are obvious anyway as you check. So there, you've got both hallways down to another door. Again, lots of trash and debris. Clothing. It looks like any of the furniture that was around in the areas has been like broken down and burned.
Place has been vandalized.
Mm-hmm. Which is unlike anything you've seen in any of the other area that you've been through so far. And then,
All right.
Virgil, be wary. Perhaps the snake was not alone.
Somehow I doubt that the snake's compatriots would leave scat.
scat.
Do ghost snakes poop?
No.
Perhaps whatever summoned it does.
Okay.
Do we suspect it was summoned?
Oh, it stinks in here.
It does.
Not natural.
Mm.
Ooh. Another big room upcoming, friends.
Quite the complex.
Yes, it's beautiful here.
It honestly looks beautiful. Everything's marble everywhere. If it weren't for the crap in the hallways all of a sudden, this place, even dusty and old, still looks wonderful in every location. More statues on the right and left, obviously. you wouldn't say that you feel anything differently about these statues, Virgil, but standing in that space, you hear a hum ahead of you.
It's okay.
Does anyone else hear that?
No.
No.
All right. Go forward slowly then.
Gets a little stronger. Alice, now you hear it.
No, yes, I hear that. Yes. This
I'm
is
gonna
concerning.
go directly to my right and check without going up here first. Just hop up there
Sure.
and check out the statue.
Okay. You giving it a perception look in, or you just want to see what it looks like?
Yeah, I'll search it over.
Crushing it.
Okay. It looks like it's in good shape, and looks like it's of one of the human types and not one of the alternative races.
Okay.
A strange place.
In everything you've seen, there's no trash or debris in this area, or from what you can tell in this room with more running water.
You said this is like humanish? It's human?
It's one of the humanoid types rather than one of the
Dars.
one of the Dars.
Okay, anything I recognize? I have knowledge religion and literally nothing else, so
No. Although, again, as I mentioned, some of these statues have repeated themselves, so by now you've probably seen this person once or twice.
okay, but it's not anything from a pantheon I recognize.
Nope.
Yeah, I think they're more historical figures than deities, but I could be wrong.
Marina, can you detect the source of that hum with your magic?
I'll do just that, Jesse.
You cast Detect Magic. The room ahead of you absolutely radiates abjuration. Just aberration at this point.
Simply abjuration, which could be protective, so be wary.
All
Does
right.
appear cleaner here than other parts.
It does.
Maybe this is a holy ground.
Hold on, now I gotta see.
Okay. Is this like bars or something here?
Nope. Hold on one sec. Let me go.
I can see now.
Definitely get a bar vibe. There we go.
Oh yeah, jeez, they are bars. Even for mine, it's a little blurry, but yes, those are little pieces of pike, as opposed to
Yeah,
doors.
it's something with water.
Okay. So we can't get past them?
No, they're not supposed to be. They're supposed to be doors. I just have to move them one at a time, as opposed to. Who would do this? Thank you, Virgil. You're a lifesaver.
Like mine looks not good. Go to the sink. Don't worry about it.
Okay, there you go. Okay, Virgil. Okay, as you walk into the room, Virgil, the hum gets a little louder present. It's almost like a discordant hum. Like, it literally makes you feel shaky, but you're not scared or anything. It just, after like a couple of minutes of it, you feel like you need to take a break from it.
So what's this thing in the middle?
You're not sure yet.
I'm there. What's that thing in the middle?
To you, it looks like an archway that's slowly glowing. The four pillars in the middle are not statues. The ones on the outside are statues. The four pillars on the middle look like pillars from here.
Some kind of archway. Is it emitting that light that it looks like it's emitting?
It is, but it is a soft glow at this point. Nothing like the
Uh,
light from the other room.
Just glowing gently in here. It's not broadcasting to anything.
All right, I will fly around the edge.
Excellent. You can hear the water rushing, moving just like the other room.
A portal, perhaps.
That would be your
Any
guess,
different-
Chris.
Any different from this side?
Nope, nothing different from that side. You can see more of it.
All right. Well, I do not know that I'm prepared to go through that until we have determined the rest of this place is unoccupied.
I would
Can you
agree.
make anything of it, Myrna?
As to where it goes, I couldn't say.
Chris, if your detect magic is still up,
Mhm.
now that you're a little closer, you're getting conjuration from the portal itself, but super faint, like almost nothing.
I haven't the slightest, Nerlin.
All right. Suppose we should move onward then.
Very well. Let us backtrack. Is there anything here?
Hold on one second. Dynamic lighting. Doors. These look like bed chambers. The bigger one in here would be where the bed is set up. This looks like a little sitting room, and this looks like the one up top looks like a study.
Okay. What kind of debris level are we looking at in here?
Same thing.
Same thing as here?
Same thing
Pretty
as
clean,
here.
in other words?
Yep.
Our feces.
Dirty and ransacked.
Strange.
Another statue here of another person.
And these
All
doors.
the water seems to be flowing.
Yeah. This is marble, unlike
marble.
the water that you're seeing here. I know
Okay.
they're hard to tell the difference on, but if you're not sure of any areas, let me know and I'll clarify. Again, a lot of the places you've seen the blue marble, like open up a space, you would almost consider these like prayer spaces for someone to sit and meditate to whatever the nearby statue is.
Little shrines.
Essentially.
So whatever ransacked this room, these rooms, has not enough care to preserve the beauty of this temple, but enough patience or discretion to close the doors behind them. Not sure what that means, but let's go check out the other side.
All right.
Good as plan as any.
Which way you want to go first here? Okay. Open that door. Also very dirty in here.
Bit more going on.
Virgil, stop there. Literally, as you walk in, you see the three, like, fountain-type things up top there.
Those.
Yep.
Okay. So, above those, and am I on the right setting? Or are you in dynamic lighting? You're in dynamic lighting. Fuck you, game. Hold on. Change back to objects and tokens, and drop right there. Virgil, as you step into the room, a figure becomes visible. He's wearing long white robes. He's got the little gilded leaf things around his ear. He looks very regal. He kind of pops into existence in front of you from out of nowhere. Opens his eyes and goes, "Oh, hello there. How may I be of help to you?"
Greetings, I am Virgil.
Thank you.
Greetings, Virgil. My name is, hold on, I have to read it because I haven't said it out loud before. My name is Demetrius the Exalted. Perception checks. Is that everybody? Yes. Okay. You've all clearly recognized this as one of the statues you've seen a couple of times floating through. And I should clarify. He says, "I am a representation of Demetrius."
Oh. Are you a construct then?
No.
A spirit?
Also no. I would consider myself more of a visual auditory manifestation.
What does it appear? Does it appear to be made of flesh?
I mean, he looks like that, yes. You gonna...
I'm not gonna walk up and touch him. That would be terribly. But I did. The thought did occur to me that I would like to, to feel, to get my little scaly fingers all over him.
Sure.
What manner of place is this Demetrius, or facsimile thereof?
This is the Temple of the Exalted. You have not come here with a purpose. I assumed it was to test.
Test?
Yes, to take the trials? Are you not champions?
We are not.
I see. Then, what is it you are doing here that I can help you with?
We are exploring for the moment. Let us put it that way. We are new to these lands and never been to any temple in these parts before. What can you tell us that we should know?
About these parts?
Not anything.
I mean, I have a wide array of information at my disposal, but I could not possibly tell you everything that is everywhere.
Well, could we start with perhaps the beam of light in the entry chamber? We cleansed a foul creature from it, and it's now shining once again, but we have no idea what purpose it serves here.
The beam of light. Yes, that is why I asked if you were champions. Are you here to test?
Suppose we are.
Ah, well then, you could take the test to see if you become enlightened, like the Exalted.
Okay. Color me a believer.
Tell us if you... Go ahead.
What purpose does the light serve?
The light is a beacon to draw champions forward so they may take the test.
And does the beacon light when a champion begins their path.
It does indeed. You are aware. You must be a champion.
I'm afraid I'm not, although we do know of some who are pursuing the path of the champion.
Ah. Well then, they should come to the temple when they are ready to test.
Exit the regions.
I understand there are 4 pools. Should they partake of the 4 pools before they come to the temple?
Yes, they may not take the test until they have completed the test of the champions with the pools.
Interesting.
Recognize the name.
But are you champions?
Not
No.
as such.
No, I see. Very well. Then you do not need my services.
We would bring information to the champions that they can choose wisely when they've partaken of the 4 pools.
I see. You wish to share information with the champions. I mean, they have their books of knowledge. I don't know what information I could give you differently than those, but I will see if I can help.
Where are their books of knowledge?
With their clans, of course.
Of course, the Dar.
Yes.
And do you know where we might find the rest of the Dar? We've spoken with
The Darmalant?
the Darmalanth.
Yes. You want their locations?
Indeed, that our champions may visit.
I see. I am not aware of locations on a map that I could coordinate for you. This is not information that I have available.
I
That's
understand.
alright.
I mean, Exalted should know where the Dar live.
What of the portal? What purpose does it serve?
Oh, the champions take the portal to take the test.
I see.
Oh.
And when was the last time a champion has passed through here to take the test?
I do not have a record of how long has passed since my services came of use last.
Unfortunately, I'll pause.
I was just to ask, had you met these champions? Did they look like us, humans, or did they look more like the Darmalanth?
Oh, it is very rare for humans to continue to take the test. It's usually the Dars. But there are occasions for humans still.
Unfortunately, the temple has fallen into ruin. Perhaps you could tell us about the rest of the temple so that we could cleanse it and make it ready for the champions.
What would you like to know about the rest of the temple?
What else beyond the portal and yourself could we find in the temple? And of course, locations for prayer and statues to the various exalted.
He begins to move. Comes slowly around. He goes, I can show you anything in the temple, if you so choose.
Great.
I
You
believe a
doing?
tour would be delightful.
Well, what is it that you would like to see? You have seen the great light. You mentioned the portal, so you have seen the room for testing. All that is left is the rest of the study or living areas and the library.
The library could prove useful.
There may be a problem with the library as you are not champions, but we can see, since you seem confused about whether you are or are not. He will walk back towards the other map. I'm assuming everybody decides to follow Pedemetrius the Exalted's representation.
Well, I would ask if I could touch him.
Okay.
Does he say yes?
He goes, you may touch me if you wish.
How does he feel? Is he corporeal?
You reach out to touch him and he is corporeal.
Is he warm? Like, does he feel like he has blood in his veins?
Yes.
Interesting. What manner of magic has preserved you in this state?
I do not have the capability to explain the magic that was used to make me. It doesn't have anything to pertain with the test itself.
Oh, well, I care less about the test and more about this magnificent temple.
Well, I can also talk about the temple.
And the history of your people, I
Yes.
suppose.
Of course. What specifically would you like to know? He continues as you can lead on. Okay. I need to move you back to the last one. Which you should have players right on the edge, but I gotta copy my guy.
Because we always drag your NPCs around.
Because we always drag my NPCs around.
What NPCs are for.
If we
Good
get in a
dragon.
fight, he better not help us because I'm not sharing the XP.
Sorry. Alright, he will walk his way around the edge this way. Ah! The Pillar of Light. As beautiful as ever.
No, slightly more
Quite
so
beautiful.
after we dealt with the creature.
Yes. The creature, you say?
Yes, some kind of ghost snake.
Ghost snake? Interesting.
Creature of shadow.
Do you have enemies that would see this place destroyed?
Well, I am aware of the last creation attempted. That could be what has led to enemies, but I am not entirely sure. Alright, he leads you to the edge of this map and over onto this, and now I have to paste and drag you fools over. Hold on 1 second. Characters.
And give us dark vision again?
Yeah. Virgil, Nerlin, Alith. Actually, I should be in front. And Myrna. Alright. Night vision 60. Save. Night vision's already on, but give it 60 and save. Alright, everybody should be in a square. I need to align
swear.
yourselves a little bit. Can everybody see?
Yes, I can see. Thank you.
Alright, objects, dynamic. Okay. Alright, he leads you to this space. And he says, the library is ahead of us, but may only be entered by those that are already exalted. So, I think this is as far as you can get. And he stops a step away from the door.
So those who are exalted, those are those who have passed the tests through the portal.
That is correct.
Are there magical barriers prohibiting us from going forward, or is it the honor system?
There are guardians of the library.
And we wouldn't want to upset the guardians. They are good forces. just here to protect from intruders and those who haven't been exalted.
That is correct. The knowledge of the exalted is only for those that are exalted.
Of course. But then we wouldn't wish to intrude on them.
If that is your wish, you have at least been shown the library.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
I switched my resolution back to native.
Are there any objections from the more ambitious here, the less pious? Okay. I don't want to make things difficult for the littles whenever they pass through here if they've already
Right.
got a predisposition against us and our
Right.
people.
Exactly.
What can you tell us of Demetrius the Exalted?
For myself, I have a great vast knowledge of what I have done.
Please, enlighten us.
I worked on the Dar Druga. That was quite a collaboration, bringing those nice people into existence. Yes.
Yeah.
I also did do quite a bit of creation on some of the temple itself. As well, my magics have also created some of our relationship with the Murgons. Nice fishy people they are.
And what can you tell us of the Dar that you created?
Oh, well, they're similar to the temple itself, very water-oriented, the race. They are a good people, a healthy people. They are close to the temple is my understanding, but I am not sure where, as I have never been outside of the temple before. I mean, the representation.
Of course. Are there any other chambers here in the temple? There's something that's been despoiling the temple that we'd like to clear out, if at all possible, so that we can begin restorations.
I'm not aware of anything else in the temple. You have run into something? You told me about the shadow creature attacking the light, but the light has clearly won and is now summoning the champions.
We've seen feces, and the living areas are rather despoiled, unfortunately.
And the Hydra. I don't know if we were supposed to. Hydra outside, 9 heads.
Does
A
not
terrible
sound
creature.
like anything I'm aware of for the temple. Outside
Glad
of
it wasn't a friend to you then.
What about the little stick people? Do you know of them?
Little stick people. Could you be more descriptive?
That is very descriptive. If you had seen them, I think you would understand. It's no worry.
I'm trying to consider your words. They were
Of course.
made with sticks.
Yes, it formed into a humanoid shape, bipedal creatures with arms and a little head. They would have been cute had they not been attacking us.
Do you mean wood?
Yes, wood.
Sticks is a different material altogether. We call them poppets.
Puppets.
Poppets, yes. The tiny wooden figures that are carved by hand out of wood, but not sticks.
What can you tell us of the puppets?
They are constructs that serve their masters as tools for everyday chores.
Can they travel widely, or are they limited to the area of the temple?
They can go as far as their masters declare them to go.
Thank you.
Although it would be hard to control a puppet from far away if you could not see or understand what it was doing or interacting with. For all you
That's
know,
fair.
you could walk your puppet into a river and never see it again.
Oh, that would be quite sad.
So the
And the
exalted. Go ahead.
And the making of these puppets is documented within the library.
Of course.
The exalted have created the Dards in the past, correct?
Yes. All 4 of them created by the Exalted.
Did they fail at any creations?
Yes. Technically.
What happened to them?
I'm not sure.
What is the purpose of the champions?
The champions are just the potential to become exalted. To continue the line of exalted that live throughout the continent.
But what purpose do they serve?
To become more of us?
Do they abide by a code?
I mean, they must be good to be the exalted. They must be enlightened. Not all Dar can become exalted, and not all exalted's offspring can become exalted as well.
So a title without purpose is simply a title. Do they not have a role to fulfill or a job to complete? I mean, to just be exalted. I mean, are they protecting against anything? Are they defending anything? What do they do? What do they do?
They simply live out their lives as part of the exalted at that point. Our community is in need of no need of protection or advancement higher or faster than we are. I
So
mean,
it's a society, a form of nobility, a caste system?
well, yes, the exalted are above all else. I mean, we created the Dar.
You spoke of this continent. What is this continent called?
1 second. Rumara.
And how large is Rumara?
It is a vast continent. Not fully explored by the exalted, but we have not had to move on for many things, as we are mostly peaceful and happy in what we do.
Did the exalted rule from one spot?
They do. One city.
Where is that?
Again, outside of the temple, I am very unfamiliar with geographical locations.
Can you describe it? Does it have a name?
Yes, the city is Zendar. It is a beautiful city of light, positivity, creation, intelligence, and wisdom brought forth by the exalted.
Sounds
said
like
all
a
the-
wonderful place.
You said all the exalted are good? Or have been?
I mean, you must be capable of living with all of the other exalted and getting along, peace and prosperity. Is that not being good?
So there are different shades of good, as long as the outcome is of a goodly nature.
I suppose.
And what of the water that runs through the temple? Are there passages that can be explored through the water? Or is it simply access for the water itself?
I suppose if one was a Dar who could breathe water, or a Mergen, or someone with magic, you could use the different parts of the temple to travel via the river. But there are no underground passageways.
Still have not answered the question I had, which is the purpose of the Exalted. It seems like a prestigious group that seems to do nothing from what you've told me.
This is nothing? This...
Well, a peasant can build a structure, albeit as beautiful as this one might be.
I suppose that's true. But I don't see any peasants doing that. I mean, unless instructed by people like the Exalted.
Are the exalted deities? Are they to be worshipped and nothing else?
I mean, the other Dars do worship them, as they were created by them, so I suppose in a way they are deific.
Peculiar.
Yes. You must understand, from our society, where we come from and our culture, we have nothing like this that I can think of. Everyone in our society, they serve a role within it. Be they farmers or nobility, I suppose, the traders.
Yes.
And they fill no such role?
They're beyond this role.
Would
They
agree.
commune. They commune directly with the gods, it sounds to me.
Oh.
They work the rule of Eris still, whether they know it or not.
Perhaps.
So you would not like to see the library?
We're not able to see the library, I thought.
I would very much like to see the library.
Right. Well, you can't enter without, but being exalted. You are unsure if you are or are not.
We have not
Champions.
drank from the pools, and we have not taken your test.
Well then, is there somewhere else you would like to see in the temple? Or not?
Well, I think we have much to consider. I appreciate what you've done for us. What else would we like, friends?
I've done nothing but escort you around. And I am all the happy that you have come and, as you said, killed the large shadowy snake that is assaulting the light of the champions.
Yes, thank you, Petametrius.
It would seem our next task would be to do a careful search of the rest of the temple to see if we can find what's shitting all over the place.
Fair enough.
I'd hate for our young friends to come here for their test and stumble upon something that could prevent them from solving this mystery for us.
Are we sure that we want our young friends to come here?
Yes,
Simply because a living statue tells us that's a good thing?
That seems to be the path that they're pursuing. I'd certainly be curious to see what the outcome is.
Dudlicus the Exalted. That's ironic. I'll ruin the storyline, Mark. Don't worry about it.
No, we're gonna say no. We don't want any of that mythic shit. I just want to play Colony Simulator.
Don't knock my colony simulator game. Come on now.
No, I actually genuinely love the Colony Simulator. Well, perhaps we should be on our way then to explore the rest of the temple, see if there are creatures.
Maybe we can find out what's shitting everywhere. Wonderful.
You don't have to quite put it that way.
Or glorified maidservants, I see.
What shape is this side of the temple in? Is it?
What do you mean?
I mean, is this
Is there
place?
shit?
Yeah, is this hallway trashed or is it clean?
No, this is clean. It's a great question.
Well, I say we make Jess change maps again then.
You're all lovely people.
I think we're gonna search the whole place, Jess. It sounds
Yep.
like.
Okay. Well, this is as far as you can come on this map if you're not going to challenge the librarians. So
No, I don't think we need to do that. I don't
well,
want
let's see. We got everybody here. Yes. Okay, so we will come back here for you guys. Shoop. Okay. Let me know where you want to go.
There's a bunch of other doors we didn't go through, right?
Yeah, hold on one sec. Let me see if that's movable. Yeah. Oh, I see. Stupid thingies again. Windows?
Is there a
West.
corridor this way too, or no?
Yeah, there is. It's
Okay.
just. Oh, well, that would be bad. Oh, there you go. Oh, no. Or not. There. Aha! Okay, you should be able to go through on the left side. Even though that was bars. I've changed it.
I'm gonna throw the light source on myself instead of making you fix dark vision again.
You're such a great person. You shouldn't
I
have
know.
had to fix it, though. I came back to the same characters.
Yeah, it was gone.
That's weird. All right, back to objects and tokens. Perfect. Right. Okay.
All right, lead on.
Leading.
Following.
All right. You are in a very clean room that is large, like the other things have, with more pedestals. These are containing water, like a lot of the other fountains were. If they're not light, they've been water. These are all water.
I don't see any other doors. So, over here,
Dead end over there.
just a room. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's unwind.
These rooms are all clean. They're not messed up, and by clean, there's still dust and debris from being an old structure, but no feces or
and trash.
So Virgil, in here there is water everywhere in that inside track, and then the marble tile. So yeah, you don't see anything special. A lot of the purpose of these rooms is all gone now, with nobody in them and no bodies to be found.
So other than the main entrance and the portal, doesn't seem like any other entrances or exits that we're aware of.
Nope. There were parts on the
There were some doors.
portal
Yeah.
room that you did not explore, yes?
Okay.
All right, we'll go hit those.
Yeah, I mean, again, in several rooms you're seeing like furniture, lightweight stuff. You can search through anything you want. You're not finding anything interesting. These are just all smallly occupied rooms that there are no
Yep.
longer people in, right? Like the furniture's super old, but it's in good shape. I mean, for being 100+ years old.
All right, yeah, I guess let's just explore the rest of the gate area.
Sure. I'll move you guys over to the test chamber map.
Dark vision.
Yeah, dark vision. All right.
Doors over here, right? Oh, you open these doors. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Down here, yeah. Just an
Only
empty
one.
temple.
So more pools of water.
Befouled.
No, I wouldn't say befouled. Some of them are empty and dry, but some still have water in them. But the water is not befouled anywhere in here that you've been.
But no signs of scat or feces or shit or
Oh no,
however we'd like to clarify it.
still all over the place. Like furniture
here.
has been destroyed, things have been broken,
Is it-
feces everywhere.
Is it fresh or fresh-ish or is it ancient?
Well, who's doing that survivalist check to give me an idea on how fresh we're talking? All right, so Nerlin, you do a check. Some of it is really old, and some of it is new. And the way you notice that after checking a couple of times is it looks like it's been moving. Right? Like it started over here on the left side of the map until it became just too much, and then moved into like this room. So all this stuff is old. Same stuff is old here. More stuff over here is fresher. Stuff in here is
All right.
super old.
All right, so I guess we want to be up over this way to the newer stuff, right?
If you'd like.
Yep.
Door here.
Mm-hmm. All right. Hold on one second. Switch to dynamic lighting again. There you go.
Having trouble getting through the doors.
Right.
All right, Virgil, in this room, you don't see anything trashed. This is the only room with, in this zone, with access to the river water still, other than the testing room itself.
What do you see?
Not much.
More water.
You search around. You have the gold circle there where the water, in the center where the water is moving is around here. But you can hear the water moving, but don't see anything else.
Perhaps something lives in the water?
Not that I've seen moving. But anything's possible.
Oh, yeah, good culture. Hold on. There we go.
There you go.
More pools of water. More spaces to look like you can meditate.
Well, based on the patterns of the eliminations, it seems as if they're coming from the room with the water. And I would imagine I asked if perhaps something was living in the water because it seemed to eliminate as far from its habitat as it could. It's a theory, of course,
Mm-hmm.
but it would follow.
Seems practical.
Perhaps we should spend some time in that room with the water and see if anything emerges.
Might be worthwhile.
Okay. So you move into this room.
That one, right?
Yeah, that's one that connects to the river, you said?
Huh. How long you want to stay and hang out?
Suppose we could rest here overnight and then travel home if we don't find anything.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Yep.
Thoughts on?
I think the crafters among us have rings of sustenance, so we can do pretty much all night.
Yeah, not an issue.
Okay. Does everybody have a ring of sustenance?
No.
Okay. Jer is also no. All
No, I got one.
Okay.
You got
Oh,
one?
Okay.
Okay.
So, three of us, we should be able to, between the
Apparently
three of
you
us,
little
get
bitch.
our 2 hours of sleep and.
Mark, you're not hungry.
Oh, all right. Save them rations. Yeah. All right. Passes uneventfully, it would seem.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
you want a rope trick? You want to sit out here for a while? Let me know
No, I'll
what you
sit out
wanna-
here for a while.
Okay. Let me know what you're doing. I mean, if we're just
Shame.
sitting on steps and staring.
A shame
s-
Dudley isn't here to regale us with some of his tunes he's been toting about camp.
I'll be back at 7 o'clock. Time for the dog.
Okay.
I will pray.
I will also spend some time in prayer.
Okay. So you two are praying to Aristel, yes?
And Shaylin.
And Shaylin. Okay.
I would be doing them in my head as to not be, because I think it would be disrespectful to verbally pray to
Got
a
it.
different, a varied
different-
deity.
Yeah, I mean that would be a little rude. I don't think a god would take or a god would take exception to the fact that you started praying to somebody else just off chance. What's that leave for you?
Under the circumstances,
Yeah.
she's thinking about a lot, but as far as what she's doing,
Mm-hmm.
I think she's going to take out her flute and just start playing a melodious tune.
Ah,
All right.
there's the music I was hoping for. Completely genuinely, like you don't detect any sarcasm at all because she's not giving any.
Let's
Okay.
see how well she does. Not bad. It's passable.
All
Oh,
right.
that's-
Chris
it's
plays
average.
some music. Some praying to specific gods is going on, and the time is passing. You spend several hours here. Peaceful, pleasant. You're not hungry because you all have rings of sustenance. You feel in touch with your gods, If you pray and reach out to them, they're not talking to you or anything, but you don't feel a loss of connection for being in some weird water temple thing.
Nice, that's good. Would really suck to lose our powers here.
Right? God damn you people praying in a temple that's not to me.
Was the book left with us, or the book of the Dharmalanth, or did our littles take it with them?
That's your call. I mean, it was given
I
to
would
them.
suspect that it was that we looked over it and said, "Oh yes, that's nice, dear," and then gave it back to them.
Yeah, I
But
don't
know. I don't see a reason why we would have taken it, but it would sure be useful information to have right
Well,
now.
now I think Myrna would like to take a little more time to look it over.
To actually read it, give it more than a
Yeah.
cursory glance.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes. Your friend gave you a book. Good for you.
Oh, it's
much.
so nice that you can read, dear. Because I would like to say this prayer, just
Mm.
be exalted to end the night and start the day. That one.
Oh, you'd like to say that prayer?
Well, I wouldn't, because I don't want to lose my magic. But I'd like for someone else to say it.
You'd like to push somebody else into saying a prayer in the temple?
I'd like for it to be said.
Okay.
What are we waiting for again?
Waiting to see if something comes out of the water because Nerlin thought maybe something's sneaking around in the water because there's poop in the hallways.
Could we just dunk our heads in and see?
You know what? The Paladin probably has no fear of that, but that's up to you.
He comes back up with no head.
The water disintegrates.
It's all good. I can still go.
The headless horseman.
Well,
Your flesh wound.
I'm not what you would call an adept swimmer, but I can prepare some water breathing if someone else would like to take a turn in the morning. I kind of look towards the bard, but I don't say anything. But Mark's not here.
But Mark's not here, right?
Just gas it, I'll shove him in.
If you wish to go for a swim tomorrow, that's not an issue.
Mm-hmm.
I could also prepare freedom of movement, which helps? Question mark?
With swimming?
I thought so. Why don't we read it? Shall we read?
Please
Sure.
read the freedom of movement
It
spell.
doesn't give you water breathing, but I think it technically makes it yeah. Allows the subject to move and attack normally underwater. See?
Alright, there you go.
There you go. I could prepare, might I even say, a bunch of those.
So, let us consider what has happened.
Please.
We've come to this place,
Yes.
and a giant beast attacks us. Damages our ship, essentially strands us here.
Correct.
Bellatronus teleports with some trouble, and I'm still concerned about that, but I don't know what may have come of him.
You should.
I assume he made it home, but
When were we to expect him back?
within a few weeks, and we're definitely pushing the edge of that.
Oh, I'm sure he's okay. Sure, the king has received our reports and is sending more supplies.
Well, my concern is they're not going to get past the Kraken.
Are you
The
suggesting-
Murgon. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, or should we do something about the Kraken?
We may have to at some point.
Were it on land, I might consider slaying it, but
Doing battle with the beast in the water, my skills are limited there, to be completely
That's-
frank.
Those freedom of movement spells. Water breathing, freedom of movement.
The Vicinoletta have arrived. Apparently, our proteges have unlocked a quest of sorts to be exalted, whatever that might mean,
It apparently means
First.
nothing.
for a reason to be determined.
I believe that the creation is its own purpose here. But
The creation of the exalted, or
no, the exalted are creators.
Oh,
They create societies. They have birthed peoples. That is no easy task.
No, and the fact I cannot speak of your mentees, but the idea of Alagos creating a society is a little.
Gonna have to say no, Alagos. You gotta stay home this one. But I want to get mythic too.
Yes, I would have to say I think very highly of Erna and her abilities, but she's still so young.
They're children.
Little more than
They're
children.
children. I certainly
They
didn't
are
bring them
not
here
ready.
to create a society.
They are not ready. This quest is not one that they are on the brink of. There are steps to be taken. In that, they may learn what they need to learn.
I hope you're right. What if this giant snake, the statue man, did not seem too concerned about it?
He didn't. Worries me.
So clearly there is something trying to stop the process. An
It might
evil
be
something.
it might be an enemy of the temple that he's unaware of. It might have just been a coincidence. Perhaps the darkness was drawn here by the profound good that was being broadcast.
It's possible, but we should consider the fact that these exalted were powerful beings, able to creating racist societies, and yet they are gone.
They are all gone, yes.
Why? Did they move on, or were they forced out by something?
I wonder if they warred amongst each other. He keeps pushing the narrative that they were all good beings, but surely they couldn't all have been. Maybe it came to blows and neither side emerged victorious.
That may be the case. Nerlin, with all due respect, I don't think spending time staring at the water is beneficial.
Well, then let's be on our way. Perhaps you could teleport us back to Serenity. I think we've accomplished our goals here.
No, I don't feel comfortable using that spell.
Do it, you old pussy.
No, I won't. You're absolutely right, I won't.
Well, certainly. That's totally fine. I have no problem traveling overland. We should go see to the poppets anyway.
Ah, yes, of course. The poppets will be quite valuable to Serenity, I believe. They'll help us with simple tasks.
Oh, do we not plan to keep them here? I wouldn't want to. I don't like the idea of usurping anything from the peoples who lived here.
They're dead.
From what I know of them, they would approve of us using them to build.
Can they be trusted?
They're not
That-
difficult to dispose of if they go their own way.
Unless you're asleep.
I don't sleep much, dear.
Neither do I. But an automaton once under the control of another.
Those
And why
chits.
was it helping a Hydra?
The Hydra had their chits.
Fair enough.
Let's go see to them then.
Very well.
Going outside, Chief.
You're
I think
muted. Oh,
How
Shock
am
and
I muted?
You're good. That fixed it.
I didn't do anything. Okay, weird. All right, you make your way out of the temple. You know how to do that, so put you back out here, where you all should be. Yep, you're at the top of the map. So you want to gather up poppets?
yes, sir.
We're still on the temple page.
Oh, I changed me, not you guys.
Okay, happens to the best of us.
I'd gather up the little chits, the little pieces of wood, and see if we can summon them to us.
I mean,
Gather them up and take them home.
it takes a while. There's a couple of chits that don't do anything because Chris killed them all.
Right.
But for all the rest of them, you managed to rally up whatever's left on the field there, which 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
There's only 10 of them destroyed. So
10. I didn't count how many I put on the board
nice.
because they're a third of a hit die. I was gonna put hundreds, and then I just thought, no, I can't move them around that much. But so you get whoever adds that up.
You get what you get.
That's what you get.
I
Yeah.
counted 27 of them.
Beautiful. 27 still work.
Slave labor.
Yep.
What could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong? All right. Let's see. Was any of the high survival people in this group also, or is that just the baby group?
I'm high survival.
Nerlin, give me a roll as you're passing outside the temple doors before you start cleaning up Poppins.
Sexy.
That is sexy. You see tracks that you are not familiar with leaving the temple. Yeah.
I found some tracks here. It seems perhaps whoever was using the temple as a restroom perhaps fled. Do you want to follow the tracks?
Yes.
All right, follow the tracks.
Could deal with the Poppins later.
Okay. You're gonna need a couple of rolls then, because in the temple they at least left prints differently than yours leaving in that direction before you guys came through. Now that you're outside, it's gonna be a little bit harder to figure out where they went. All right. So you see them maybe run through the outside of the village down the hill.
Is a +6 going to help on that?
22, probably not.
All right, then I'll use one of my rerolls.
Sure. All right, you managed to track it running in the direction of the forest.
All right. And I guess another roll.
Mm-hmm.
How about a +6 on this one?
Well, did you already use your +6?
No.
Oh,
Well.
you re-rolled because your +6 didn't make it. That's kind of the same thing. Yeah. Yeah, you lose it into the forest, but you definitely know you were tracking something large. Bipedal is what you get out of that.
You know, can I take 10 and try again or no?
I mean, you can continue to look, but once it gets into the forest, it's going to be even harder. But I'm okay with that. What does a 10 put you at?
24s.
Check. Oh, wait, that one's actually in the monsters because it existed. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
I think the bigger issue is the
Well, it was worth a try.
It was. Okay. Yeah, it's something clearly left. You're just not sure what or how.
All right.
Would shaping into a creature with scent be of any value at all? Because I'm looking for a list. This is one of my domain spells. Is be shape 3.
Mm-hmm. Well.
But I know I still have to make checks, and my
You do.
survival's only a +7.
Okay. Well, does the scent give you any kind of bonuses towards that? And then
That's what I was looking at.
What would you be using as the scent? I mean, you would be shape, go back into the temple, start sniffing poop.
Poop?
maybe?
Probably poop. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay. I mean, I'm not opposed to letting that go. And
I was trying to work it out as we.
Yeah. No. I mean, take a minute. There's no rush. I mean, technically, that was your last encounter. If it gets away, we'll just end up,
Oh.
ending a little early. It's not the end of the world.
The DC's not hard as far as scent goes.
Yeah, if we can get a good scent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and a hard ground, even tracking over hard ground should just be a 20 DC, right? Unless he's trying to cover his track.
Yeah.
And the scent ability. So you got actual ranks in it, yeah, Shady, or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just have my wisdom bonus. I was told someone else to be doing it, so I didn't bother.
But yeah, I have a plus 14 on survival.
That's a really good bonus for our level. I think it's the max.
You also get that for each hour that the trail is cold, the DC increases by 2.
That's
Gotcha.
true. And we have no idea how long it's been.
Well, yeah, no, you guys sat in the water room for quite a while. That was the real issue.
We wasted our time looking for the water.
Well, I mean, you did the water room. Nobody asked any other questions, and the big monster that was scary at the door was dead, so it was allowed to leave at that point.
Fair enough.
Been trapped for so long.
All
I
right.
can't believe we didn't see the bastard.
Who says you didn't?
Oh,
What do you mean?
that is interesting.
What do you
Wait,
mean?
how long were we in that room?
A couple hours.
Like hours.
Yeah.
Just a couple hours. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Not enough time for Virgil to put all that together yet.
Okay. All right, so we gather up puppets. Pulpits. You have to say it with an English accent.
Puppets?
Pulpits. And we're walking home because we're not teleporting, because Chris is super smart.
And super scared.
So scared.
So scared.
Frightened.
Wait. If you stand next to me, you won't be as scared.
You'll be
Nice.
fine. Okay. Anything else anybody wants to do? You gonna take some information back to your littles?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, okay, never mind.
You mean okay, no, Brian?
Well, you can retry finding tracks if you wait an hour. We could wait an hour, and I could try to find it again.
What
Mhm.
But it's
time
up to you guys.
Time is it by now?
You mean after the poppets?
Yeah, after the puppets, after the searching the woods a little bit, but then losing the track.
You really want one more fight? Is that what it is?
Yes.
I'm just curious.
Or one more encounter. Who says it has to be a fight? Maybe it's one of the Dar, somebody or other, who's going to be an ally later.
Nope.
I mean, I'm not really,
All right, Hefe's over it, so we're done. All right, cool.
Yeah, I'm good either way. I mean, it means for somebody that can come back now and fuck with you later.
which is fun.
It's always
Fun.
Always fun. Or, kill your littles and it'll be the one you let get away, killed your littles.
Exactly.
God forbid there's a CR10 out there still stalking people.
And what do we do when you kill our littles, Chief? We have to play one of the.
We go
one
back
of
to
the
Biggs.
bully townspeople.
No, you go back to the Bigs, right? Like the Bigs are like, well,
And the
this
Bigs are the heroes of the story.
this mythic
All right,
stuff
fine,
is
I'll
a
do it.
bunch of trash, Mythic, please. We cleared out these temple, those exalted are gone. We start worshiping the Murgons. They're better. They're totally better than everything else.
Oh my god.
All right. In town, anybody want to do anything before we log for the night and at least roll to see where everybody is?
Okay. So you mentioned before that Nerlin wasn't hungry. Does that last? How long does that last before we see him eat?
Oh, the next day. 24 hours. If you're keeping
My
track of it.
question is on that.
Nerlin, you just weren't hungry. You don't know why.
Yeah, I mean,
It's normal.
trail rations taste like shit, so.
Just Just thought I'd wait until we go back to town and have a snack.
Hmm.
Sounds fair.
Interesting.
Jared's piecing it together, though.
Wonder if it was the water.
Could have been. That would make sense.
He's like,
It
yeah,
was,
I don't really care.
it was very refreshing. It was nice water.
Great water.
The more I think about it, the more I think that temple may be almost a superior location for a colony than this one here in Serenity.
Or at least maybe an inland colony.
I don't know if we could have the numbers to split between two locations, unfortunately. If you think that this would be more defensible and better suited to irrigating crops and living, then that's something we should bring up with the mayor.
Well, you have paid attention to how we're irrigating crops right now, haven't you?
How are we irrigating? I haven't. What do you mean? I don't spend much time in the farmland, if that's what you're asking.
You actually would know this. You guys, look on the map. There's no river. There's no water sources.
The
The
ocean?
reason why that Virgil's been so overprotective of the 0th level divine spellcasters is because you guys are casting create water all the time.
Oh, shit.
All the time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I did seem to be casting that into mini vessels that were then taken somewhere. I didn't think to ask.
I just wake up in the morning. I'm like, fill the buckets with water. Got it. Check.
Yes, no.
Lovely.
Oh my god.
Well, the reason for Serenity being here was because of resupply and expecting more ships. But if the Kraken's going to interfere with travel by sea and we can't teleport out, which we should know soon.
Yeah, I mean, by the time you get back, you hear. You can definitely interact with Bellatronics if you'd like. Bellatronus.
Then there's no real reason to remain here aside from we've already built here.
True.
Yeah.
Well, there's no reason we couldn't maintain a small outpost.
Oh,
Also
and
true.
I mean, as our only source of water been create water, and that's the first I've heard of it.
Yeah, you don't have a nearby water source. I mean, you know that there's a river in the forest that at least has been partially cleansed by your littles. But
No
that's
one
not.
built a well, though? Like, we don't have
Yeah.
means of digging a well?
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is the first I've heard of this. I didn't realize this is an issue.
Because you can't cast create water.
Nobody's bothered you with it.
Well,
Um,
you're telling me that an entire colony of people just thought it'd be a good idea to settle someplace without a source of water?
Believe me, I was yelling this at the screen during the first session. It's like, oh.
So we're now up to the slapstick stupidity of a campaign. Great. Okay. We're both surrounded by a bunch of retards. Got it. Then fucking Myrna leaves. This is bullshit. You're all a bunch of fucking idiots. Myrna's done. If that's really what we're dealing with.
There is magic, so I mean, it's not insurmountable.
Right. It's definitely not insurmountable.
But really, though, do we not have the technology to dig a well?
Apparently not.
No idea what there's a water table here.
Right.
Would have to be back anyways, because you can't take a well on a beach. That wouldn't work too well.
Right.
No.
Have to be groundwater.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or restructure the river. I mean, you have magic for that.
Yeah.
Just take a couple of days. Or go far enough inland to use magic to dig a well that actually has access to water. There are options.
We could build a desalinization plant.
That's a good idea.
Cannot build.
There you go.
No. The Murgons will not allow you to take their water and cleanse it of its salt. God damn it.
Well, I wasn't gonna ask permission.
Well, Tilvalar is gonna take some time to make that cove a nice and peaceful and a good quiet spot.
All right.
And Alagos, I don't know if you read my journal, but that's for Alagos.
I did not read it.
Yep.
I will definitely read it.
He made you a home away from home to try to put you in a better mood.
Aww.
Yes.
True
you
love. This
think
is the real
Alagos
love
is a little grumpy or what, dude?
Well, I think he's kind of a whiny little bitch, but I mean,
I think he's grumpy.
A little grumpy.
Yeah. And honestly, as Jer mentioned, using cantrips over and over again to create water, not a terrible idea in a magical society where cantrips are free and can happen all day long. All right. Anybody have anything else they want to do before we actually vote this time on who should win rather than tying for second place for everybody? Before I have to create a new system for that.
what's the value of the wealth that we obtained?
Honestly, you guys will work that out over time. I mean, Myrna was the only one, if I recollect, that picked up, and she only grabbed a couple for souvenirs' sake, right? Like, did anybody else want to grab up all the rest of it? I didn't hear that from anybody, unless they were.
I
Yeah,
thought they were used to control the puppets.
That was that was the wood chips.
Yeah, I would have taken the valuable metals.
Okay.
And put them in my handy haversack.
Sure. I mean, they were. I'll write it up at some point, but again, until you guys equate some kind of cost to them, which would really be based on what your society would deem, since they're not your official coinage, they are just material. I can't give you a value for them, so. But I will tell you how many pieces of those coins you have so that you are aware of it in case you happen to run into someone that takes that as money instead of what you're used to.
Like a currency system? Like I don't have a degree in economics, Chief. This isn't something I'm going to be able to suss out.
It's okay. You didn't get any. Mark's got it all, except for this stuff.
Okay, all right.
So
washing my hands of it, Mr. Business Degrees can handle that.
Silvalar will try to appraise it.
Oh.
Okay. It's crushing it with a 12.
Yes.
He'll. Oh yeah, it's minerals.
Yeah, no, it's gold, silver, platinum, electrum, copper. You got it all.
So.
For the love of God, there, dude.
So we can't. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Marina. I mean, can we use this as materials to craft, right? For magical items and armor and all that shit. What's the value of this stuff if we apply to that? So I mean, if we're going to assign a value, I'd say each copper piece is worth 1,000 plat from where we come home, and we can fucking craft anything we want. So.
Again, I didn't say you assign a value. I said your community assign a value. I mean, yeah. What your society values copper at right now is not something you can look up on the internet to see what the going rate for copper, gold, or electrum are.
And why not? Why haven't we invented the internet yet?
Because you're not
exalted.
You're not exalted. You are not exalted.
First thing I do, it's gonna be invent the internet.
Yeah. It's what he wanted to volunteer. He was like, we did create the internet. I mean, I don't want to brag though, but I was on that team. I was on the internet team.
No big deal.
Yeah, so no, you definitely don't have enough to create any armor with, but yeah, if you needed gold for something, now you have gold that's meltable down. What I'm trying to express is trading that in value in town is going to be rough, and it's more of a I have chickens, you have wood, right? Like I have some gold here. How much gold? I don't know.
So
I've got a handful of gold.
And I apologize because that's not the question that I'm asking. The question is, how much of this can we apply as valuable materials to the crafters who can create a magical weapon?
To create this,
sure,
right? Can we use some of this for that purpose?
Absolutely.
We have the ability to mint these coins into something recognizable that would be accepted, or can we assign a value to them based off of?
Yeah, I mean, you could absolutely do both. Right now, you essentially have metal in tiny bar form versus big bar form, right? Like if you had walked into a room and found bars of gold, it would be the same thing. Like how much is each bar of these worth? I can give you a value, But again, as you know, the market doesn't have any real rate in town because nobody's getting any incoming gold for any of their businesses or anything else. So you
But we need to
definitely
set
have
up a
some metal
treasury.
value.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm guessing that we need to set up a treasury.
That helps. I mean, where you can deposit gold and get coins back out for, the town might absolutely do that. And then of course you've got the mayor and some of the people that are controlling the economy creating a value for those things that you're trading back in for coins. That works.
We just need a lot of it. We just need to print more money.
Yes, you need to flood the market with more coins.
We need to contact the Fed and just have them send
Well,
us
from a
money.
player's perspective, I just need to figure out what is equal in value to, 500 gold, so that I can take it to the blacksmith and have him make my fucking spear masterwork.
Sure.
Yeah, I would just like to at some point start making potions and stuff like.
I
doing
should also quantify your spear should be masterwork already as an heirloom. Yeah.
No, it's normal.
Remember, you can't use gold to make it masterwork. You have to rebuild it.
Right. You'd have
But honestly,
No,
there's plenty of people.
okay. Sorry, there's a spell. There's a so it would be a cleric spell.
Oh.
That'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just
you
something
carry a
fast.
non-masterwork simpler martial weapon that has been passed down from generation to generation in your family.
I mean, you could just ask me to cast it. What's the material cost on it?
Well, it's like whatever it is for masterwork.
350.
I mean, I have.
300 plus the weapon cost. is
Okay,
masterwork.
well, I kept like a lot of, like I didn't spend all my money. I can just make you a masterwork.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Well, if
My
you
tenth level
could
can take it.
masterwork this for me, because this is special and important to me, and it's this spear has been in my family for more than 1,000 years, and it has been handed from parent to child as we go out into the world to see the world about us. And it has served me well thus far, but any improvements that could be made to it without damaging its essential self, I think would be most welcome.
Of course, I would be happy to enhance this for you in any way I'm able. I can certainly cast a simple spell to make it masterwork, and then when we have the means, I could make it magical, and even make it more potent if that's something you desire.
Absolutely.
There,
Guess
see?
spear
There we
more
go.
All right, thank you.
And Shady wants all your silver square bars.
Give it to me. Then I guess I'm gonna get offline today and start researching how to build a fucking treasury in a new colony. God damn it!
You said you
Oh
liked
my
Colony
God.
Game. You said you liked Colony Game.
I have a degree in social sciences, Hefe!
All right, just saying.
Oh.
You should also determine the value because you don't have one yet on what a puppet costs. Because, I'm going to assume you're not keeping them all yourselves. How much is a puppet? Figure it out.
Okay.
All right, perfect. All right, best role-playing for the evening. Cast your votes.
Not it.
Not it. Mark is anti-voting himself. You talked quite a bit during and in between the searching for items and trying to figure out the storyline.
I will vote for Myrna. For color commentary, which I always appreciate.
There you go.
The what commentary?
Color commentary, which I always appreciate. I mean, it wasn't bitching about the cows this time, but it was still appropriate. So.
No, she's not as bitchy as Alex is.
No brooding at all.
A little more mature.
All right, Jer says Chris, so that's 2 for Chris.
Chris, give it to Chris.
Chris gets it.
Let's vote for Chris. I agree.
Okay, unanimously Chris. Chris gets a +9. The rest of you get nothing.
Good. I
Nothing
don't want
at
it. I
all.
wasn't using them anyway.
Whatever, you failed 6 saves. Oh wait, I didn't because I didn't roll a saving throw. I rolled a d20. All right.
I was anxious. I was like, well, shit. I'm gonna have to roll how many of these?
I know it was confusing. All right, perfect. So be ready to go back to Little's next week.
All
I thought
right.
we weren't playing next week because of your party.
Wait. You're right. Thank you for refreshing my memory. To play in 2 weeks, I have and function next Saturday, which is going to kill most of my homework time. So we're going to push 2 weeks for the next session, which I will post on the site so everybody knows. Journal
good.
entries for a reroll. And,
Okay, I will be around for that one 2 weeks from now.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be traveling. I will still be out of town the following Sunday, but
Mhm.
I may be able to figure out how to connect. I'm not sure.
That's the 26th and the 3rd, right?
Yeah.
Right. So maybe sometime I can, during that week, I can test with somebody to see if I can actually do Roll20.
Yeah, let me know, Jer. I can sign in and make sure you're doing everything you're supposed to do at any point.
Yeah.
Easy enough.
All right. Excellent. Well, thank you, boys and girls. You've done another astounding job.
Thanks, Jess.
No problem. And
GG's.
yeah, no, I was impressed.
Okay, are we playing Hearthstone or are you done?
I will check with my wife and let you know in like 3 minutes. So,
Gotcha.
but I will stop the stream here and say have a good night, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Thanks,
All right.
everybody.
I'm gonna